And we are back for yet another marathon, y'all. We are here for the first game of the night. The Cleveland Cavaliers will be taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now let's go ahead, let's jump right into it. We got a full day of basketball going down. Let's do it. That's right. We are indeed back in the building, back like we never left. We are here once again. Our first coverage here tonight. Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. We are going to start with the road team as we always do. There are a couple things we could also go over before we jump right into it. Obviously, injuries are always a concern. Especially with the Thunder, they've been ravaged with injuries all season long. They've been very cautious with injuries. They started off 24-1, and then once it kind of started to get rocky, and the dream of whatever the record would be, 24-8, we kind of flew out the window, kind of went by the wayside. They were like, all right, let's start resting guys. Let's start taking injury management a little more seriously this season. And so guys have gone out. They've had guys go out and get themselves fixed in terms of like getting the rest or getting the procedure, not necessarily surgery, but a procedure done to properly make sure that they're ready to go for the end of the season, for the playoff run, to defend their championship. We know what OKC is capable of, but real quick, let's just check on ESPN just to see Caruso is out. It's a big loss for them. AJ Mitchell is still out, SGA is out, and J-Dub is still out. So they are going to have a bunch of guys out yet again, but they are the Oklahoma City Thunder, so I do expect them to still put up a good fight against this Cleveland team. And then obviously Cleveland, they are getting much healthier. They did make the big trade for James Harden, getting rid of the oft-injured Darius Garland. Unfortunately, the only guy on their injury report remains Max Strus. He has been cleared for contact post-All-Star break here, so he should be on his way back soon. But still without Max Strus is a big loss for Cleveland. But they got a big gain. They got a big gain in James Harden. So we'll go through it all. Hotline Bling is a good song. What's up, Hotline Bling? No guards, we good? Ian Parkins. He said, who do you got, Sheffy? I believe Cleveland will be good, even better than Detroit. I know this sounds stupid, but as a Knicks fan, I'm more worried about Cleveland than I am about Detroit. I don't think you sound stupid for saying it. I think any of the top four teams in the East are dangerous in a series against each other at any given point. That's the Pistons, the Celtics. A little less scared about the Celtics. I know people are scared about the Celtics. We'll see what Jason Tatum looks like if he even does come back. But the Pistons, the Celtics, the Knicks at 3, or Cleveland at 3, and the Knicks at 4, 3 and 4. I think they're tied. And so I think all four of those teams are very dangerous. I think any four of those teams could make it out of the East for sure. The dark horse in the East Coast right now is the 76ers. We'll see what happens if they get healthy, when they get Embiid back, and because he's always hurt and he's hurt again, and when they get Paul George back, and if they can make it through, let alone 4 rounds in the playoffs, 2 or 3 rounds in the playoffs to get to the finals to begin with. But I think legitimately any one of the top 4 teams, I agree with you, Cleveland got much better after the trade, mostly because Garland was just hurt this year. He just did not play a single game this season where he looked like Darius Garland of the past. And if that's the case and he's still dealing with injuries, I think maybe even LA has ruled him out for the rest of the season already. If not, they're definitely taking their time with bringing him back. And if that was going to be the case, like the Cavs are in win-now mode with Donovan Mitchell, with Evan Mobley, with Jarrett Allen. And so they were like, all right, just give us the better player in James Harden. We know he's got his flaws. We know he's a playoff dropper, career playoff dropper. He has not had good playoff performances at all. And but they were like, hey, if he can get us to those spots, Donovan Mitchell can take us home. Evan Mobley, in theory, should be able to take us home at this point in his career. And they're just going to rely on that and just hope that a guy like James Harden can just get them to the spot where Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley can take them home, right? Jeff Brown, appreciate you, brother. He said, yes, we're tied for 3 again. Tied for 3 again. They play on separate nights, so until one team loses and the other team then wins, they will constantly be tied as long as they both keep winning basketball games. The Knicks have the Bulls today, and Cleveland has the Thunder today. The Thunder are, though, very injured, but the Thunder are obviously a very good team. They do have Jerry McCain active, who's coming off one of his better games this season. So we'll see. They do have Nikola Topic back. My guy, Nikola Topic, if you guys were around for the Thunder game against the Bucks we covered right before the All-Star break. My guy, Nikola Topic, always going to root for the kid at this point forward. Cancer survivor, fought it, came back to the NBA. What a story. But we'll get to everybody over there on the Thunder. First, we're going to start with the Cleveland Cavaliers. As always, the road team, and the best player on today's road team is Donovan Mitchell. Big D Mitch, Spider Mitch. Almost a 30-point per game scorer. He's been phenomenal. Dealing with the Darius Garland injuries and the various injuries from their bigs, mostly Evan Mobley so far this season. He's been able to keep this team's head above water. Now that they actually got him some help with James Harden, who's going to be healthy and out there on the court with him, it just eases the burden of him so much more. And honestly, he's been playing so much better. I know a lot has been made of Jarrett Allen's improvement, and we've talked about Jarrett Allen. We'll get to him in a second, but I think having James Harden alongside of Donovan Mitchell just takes so much pressure off of Donovan Mitchell. He was getting a lot of criticism this season as a fourth quarter merchant, where he would kind of sandbag a little bit, not sandbag, but kind of pace himself through the first 3 quarters, and then come the fourth quarter, he's going all out. He's going to the rim. He's taking, I think he was taking the most shots in the fourth quarter of anybody in the NBA. I could be wrong about that stat, but he was definitely up there in that statistic if he wasn't number 1. And that's because Donovan Mitchell was like, okay, I'm trying to bring everybody else along. Come fourth quarter time, all right, I need to get in my bag. Everybody get out of my way. I'm cooking, right? And whether that was scoring or playmaking or whatever the case may be, it was put the ball in my hands and I'm making the play. Now, he has James Harden alongside of him, so sure, the ball's still going to be in Donovan Mitchell, at least it should, still be in Donovan Mitchell's hands come the end of the game, because he is the more clutch player between he and Harden, but and it is Donovan Mitchell's team. He is the best player on the team. Harden's 36 years old now. He's far from his prime, even though he's still very good. James Harden can ease the burden of Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell can, pace himself through the first 3 quarters and James Harden's going to help carry us, throughout that time. So Donovan Mitchell's going to do his thing, and James Harden's going to do their thing, and they're either going to build a lead or stay close with a good competitive team, and it's going to be a good game, and then come fourth quarter time, Donovan Mitchell can show up and take over a night and win them the basketball game with some help of Evan Mobley, with some help of Jarrett Allen, with some help of guys like, the role guys like Sam Merrill and Dean Wade and guys like that. But to be in that position where it's like, I know that guy's got me for 3 quarters if, I'm looking to take over in the fourth. I know I could rely on him. Obviously, everybody's getting involved, but I know he can help carry the load. It's not just me putting everybody on my back and trudging through the snow. Now I got a guy evenly distributing the weight, and we're both carrying the team up the snow. And it's worked wonders for Donovan Mitchell. I think a big talking point has been about Jarrett Allen. We'll get to him in a second. But I think it's also helped Donovan Mitchell a lot. I think it'll continue to help Donovan Mitchell, and it's actually why I think the Spurs got significantly better with the James Harden deal. Now we'll see how it works out in the playoffs, because James Harden is a career playoff dropper. But maybe they just need James Harden to help them get to certain spots before Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley could help take them home. But we'll just have to wait and see how that works out. Manuel Mercado, what's up, Manuel? Appreciate you, brother. So did the Knicks win last night? Yes, they did, Manuel. Yes, they did. 18-point comeback in the fourth quarter, which, by the way, I didn't even process the fact that they were down 18 points at some point. I was like, no, the largest lead was 14, wasn't it? No, going back and watching some of the clips from that game, I was like, yeah, they were down 18 points with 11 minutes to go at one point. That was crazy. Oda Austin, appreciate you, Oda. Jeff Brown says Spider takes over the fourth quarter. He does indeed do that. Evan Mobley, the last time we watched the Cavs play was a couple of days ago, and we wanted to watch the dynamic of Harden, Mobley, and Mitchell. And Mobley was ruled out for that game, unfortunately. But here today, he is available. He was out for injury management. He just came back from the injury, so they don't want to keep pushing him around, having him play so many consecutive games. You want to be careful, especially on the stretch run here towards the end of the season. We're post-All-Star break now. We only have about 25 games left, about a quarter of the season remaining. We're three quarters of the way through. So Evan Mobley is going to need to build a ton of chemistry with James Harden, the way James Harden has been building chemistry with Jarrett Allen. James Harden is one of the best one of the best pick and roll ball handlers in NBA history. He is up there with some of the greats, with guys like Nash, guys like even like Luka is up there. And when we talk about Luka, when we cover Luka games and we talk about Luka and like DeAndre Ayton and Jackson Hayes come up, I always say the same thing about those guys. Like, all you got to do is be big and willing to set good screens and roll to the rim, and Luka will do the rest. He'll handle the rest. He'll make you look good. That is the same for James Harden. That is the same dynamic that James Harden has with his big men. So all Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen have to do is be willing to set good hard screens and roll hard to the rim and be able to catch the ball and lay it up and in, which both players are very capable of doing. James Harden will handle the rest. He'll get them the ball where they needed to get him. And as long as they can give them even the extracurricular stuff, like Evan Mobley can do a little bit of creation, knock down a couple of perimeter shots, boy, oh boy, is it going to work wonders for not just Evan Mobley's like counting stats, but also his efficiency should shoot up a little bit more. Maybe not so much the three-point shooting, but maybe we'll see. But definitely the field goal percentage will also go up as well. And 51% for him, 50% so far in the season is also really good positioning for him with his efficiency. Trapped in the 90s, what's up, Trap? Niall Dimitri, what's up, Niall? And here's the man of the hour, James Harden. The big watching point for me with the Cleveland Cavaliers to the end of the season is the chemistry between Harden, Mitchell, and Mobley. The two leaders on this team are Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley. Donovan Mitchell is the best player on the team. They traded a bunch of assets to acquire Donovan Mitchell. Evan Mobley was the big draft pick. He was number 3 overall, right, in that draft, I think. Either number 2 or number 3. No, he was number 3. So Evan Mobley was like their big high draft pick from tanking. He was their reward. And so he's got to come through as a cornerstone of the team. He's already got a Defensive Player of the Year award under his belt. He's got a bunch of accolades personally, but the last thing, obviously, you need is to continue to improve your game, become a perennial All-Star, become a perennial All-NBA performer. And so far this season, he didn't make the All-Star team. He's not going to make the All-NBA team either. But we know he has that potential inside of him, and a guy like James Harden coming to the team should be able to pull out the potential. The counting stats will likely go down in this last stretch run of the season. Number one, he's trying to fit in, so he's not trying to step on anybody's toes and do too much ball handling. But also, with Donovan Mitchell alongside of him, the ability to not have to carry a team in terms of ball handling responsibilities the way he did with the Clippers at this stage in his career, 36 years old, is going to go a long way for James Harden preserving himself. Now, I'm not too concerned with the playoff version of James Harden, but again, it's not like he doesn't have good playoff performances under his belt. He does. It just happens to coincide with his playoff failures, which came in the most important games of the season, most important games of the playoffs, whether they were elimination games or game sevens or what have you. James Harden usually goes MIA for those performances, but either way, that's why you have Donovan Mitchell, that's why you have Mobley. James Harden dropping to 3rd on the totem pole there at this point in his career should go a long way for him moving forward. So we'll see. We'll see how that dynamic works out. And that is the beauty of watching the Cleveland Cavaliers here in the regular season, to watch how that dynamic tends to build out. Suns Gen, what's up, Suns Gen? With the fit, making sure we're awake today, looking sharp. Appreciate you, brother. We just popped over to the thrift store a couple days ago, found this beauty in there, and I was like, hold on. This is something Clyde Frazier would definitely throw on. That's what I do when I go shopping at the thrift store for outfits for the show, because that's where I get all of them. My immediate thought is, could I conceivably see Clyde Frazier wearing this? And I could. We have a couple other ones that I've yet to wear on the channel yet. But we'll get there. We might get an outfit change going into the Knicks game. But doing this game should take us right into the Denver's playing Warriors game. Drummer Manny, what's up, Drummer Manny? Fire shirt, appreciate you, brother, appreciate you. Jarrett Allen has been phenomenal. He started off the year slow. He slowly started to kind of figure things out, but for the most part was not close to the Jarrett Allen that they need Jarrett Allen to be. And since James Harden's arrival, he's been phenomenal. He was already playing well before they acquired James Harden. He was starting to round back into form. But then they acquired James Harden. James Harden makes big men's lives way easier. One of the best pick and roll players in the league, one of the best pick and roll passers in the NBA. He's got the size to throw the lob pass, the pocket pass, the slip passes, all of them. He's got all the passes in his repertoire, the drop-off passes, the fake passes, driving to the rim to get the finish himself. He's got all of it in his bag, James Harden does. And even at 36 years old, he's still effective at it. And Jarrett Allen has been benefiting immensely with the arrival of James Harden. And it's going to, obviously be a burden for other teams to have to guard. But honestly, with Jarrett Allen's performances in the playoffs and James Harden's performances in the playoffs, we'll see how that dynamic works out come playoff time. But so far in the regular season, it's looked phenomenal. Sons Jen said yesterday was one for the ages. Yesterday was fun. So fun, as a matter of fact, that we're going to do it all over again today. 3 streams scheduled for today. We'll see if we get through all 3. We'll definitely get to the late one. But we'll see how we're feeling going into Denver Warriors. And hopefully this is a good game. Hopefully Denver Warriors is a good game. And then hopefully our late game with the Knicks is a good game so we can stay live for all of them. One of the other big acquisitions during the trade deadline for the Cleveland Cavaliers was Keon Ellis. Keon Ellis has already become a little bit of a fan favorite. Kenny Atkinson, in a post-game press conference after the previous game that they won, was just waxing poetic about Keon Ellis, about how phenomenal he was, how he was unfamiliar with his game, Shadow Shaq. He really was just, he said, I didn't see it with him, and now I get it. Now I get how great he is. Cortland Hall, what's up, Court? Appreciate you. Keon Ellis is, I wrote down here the advanced stats always like Ellis, but he was never really given a fair shake as a part of the Kings rotation. And the Cavs are now looking to take advantage of Ellis's skills. And boy, oh boy, are they taking advantage of Ellis's skills. Another ball handler, a three-point shooter, a transition finisher, whether it's from 3 or going to the basket, a good passer, a decent passer, a smart passer, a connective passer, and a very feisty perimeter defender. Now, we can kind of disregard some of his counting stats here from the Kings season so far this year, mostly because, like I wrote down here, he was never really given a fair shake to be a part of their rotation, which is crazy considering the Kings are not very good. But there are players in the NBA where they're just really good high-level role players, really smart high-level role players, that their skills are mostly taken advantage of on good teams, right? And so you could look like on the opposite side of the Thunder, he's not playing today, but Alex Caruso is one of these guys where he was good. He was solid when he was a part of the Bulls, but nobody cared about Alex Caruso on the Bulls. And suddenly, when he was on the Lakers, when they were competing for championships, guess what? He's one of the best role players in the league. Go ask Miami Heat. Boy, oh boy, was he disruptive in that finals run. We all saw what he did last year for the Thunder, where he's extremely disruptive and at some points looking like the best defensive player in the NBA, guarding both Nikola Jokic, guarding Halliburton, guarding Nembhard during that series. It was incredible. It was an incredible series or an incredible playoff run to watch Alex Caruso go. But when he's on the Chicago Bulls, nobody cares. The advanced stats say he's phenomenal, but nobody really cares. And I think Keon Ellis is of the same ilk. I don't think he's as good as Alex Caruso, but he's of the same ilk. He can knock down a perimeter shot. He's going to guard the heck out of the ball. He's a really smart, intuitive basketball player. And it's just, he uplifts everybody else. He does all the little, small, intangible things that help uplift everybody else. Keon Ellis, as a Knicks fan, Keon Ellis is who I thought Frank Ntilikina was going to be. But it just never worked out that way. Max Strus is such an important part of this Cavs team, and he is still out with the injury. Now, he has been cleared for contact, so he should be making his way back soon, eventually here in the regular season. But without him, they're just really missing the movement that he brings, the spacing that he brings. It's not just a three-point shooting, because we know what he can do. From three-point range, he's a high-volume, 38%, 39% three-point shooter. He's great at that. He could also, put the ball on the floor and attack a closeout and finish at the rim and all those things. He's also a good connective passer, talking about connective passing. 9, 4, and 3 last year were his averages. These are from last year because he's yet to play this year. And they're really missing that, sure. The thing they're missing most is the off-ball movement. He's also a solid defender at 6'5", good, solid defender with good, versatile size. And they're just missing all of the things that Max Strus brings to their roster, even outside of the obvious spacing that he brings. Jeff Brown said, I am glad we got him in a trade. A lot of teams want him. A lot of teams did want him. The Knicks wanted him, and the Knicks couldn't get him because the Kings are not a smart organization. You didn't even really have to give up anything, Jeff, in order to get him. But along with Keon Ellis, you were also able to grab Dennis Schroeder. And Dennis Schroeder is fine. He's just a solid journeyman backup guard. 40% from the field, 33% from three-point range. And like Keon Ellis, I could also kind of confidently say we could ignore a lot of the counting stats here for Dennis Schroeder, mostly because the Kings organization and that team, not good. Also not trying to win a ton of basketball games. But Dennis Schroeder, 12.3 points, 5 assists, is just a really good, solid backup guard. We've seen him be a good, solid backup guard multiple playoff teams. He was with Detroit last year and was really good and feisty in the first round against the Knicks. And that's kind of what he does. And this team just, it's another ball handler who's capable. And that's all you really ask for from your backup guard. When you have Donovan Mitchell and James Harden on your team, what you really need is a good, capable, ball-handling backup guard, and that's what Dennis Schroeder provides. If he's got it going, you could extend his minutes. If he doesn't, you can limit his minutes. It's not really going to hurt or stretch your team out in a way where you're relying on Dennis Schroeder to play well. If he comes in, it's a bonus. If he comes in, it's just solid. It's fine. It's not going to mess anything up. And if he comes in and is not very good, you can lean on your starters a little bit more. Zeta, what's up, Zeta? Got 20 on Cleveland? I'm rooting for you. Robespierre, what's up, Robes? I passed out last night, woke and saw the Knicks win, and said, oh, well, another great moment. I fell asleep. At least you got to wake up and be like, oh, hey, yeah, this is great. This is fun. Robespierre said Schroeder has no nerves on crunch time. Give him the ball. He gets fouled and stinks at free throws. Well, they won't have to rely on Dennis Schroeder on crunch time, I'll tell you that. Splashing, what's up, Splashing? Who you got, OKC or Cavs? Probably the Cavs with all the injuries that OKC has, but you never know. This is why we watch the games. Dean Wade is just a solid big wing, mostly a power forward, but could also slide down a little bit to small forward or scale up to a small ball center, depending on the matchups, obviously. He's a 3-and-D guy. The three-point shot has been a little erratic this season, but the thing that has been most impressive with Dean Wade to me is his improvement on the defensive side of the ball. I think he's become a much, much better perimeter defender than he was. Previously was more of just like a wing defender. Couldn't really slide his feet that much. Now they put him on guard. They put him on quick, speedy guys. It's not great, but he's good and he's versatile. You can switch on to those guys and no, he's not a complete pumpkin out there in that regard. Derpy, what's up, Derpy? USA, yes, sir. Brother USA won against hockey early this morning. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're out here. Rose Pearson, he showed it on the Lakers multiple times. He's not going to get an opportunity to show it here with the Cavs because he will not be in the game come crunch time. I'll tell you that. Joseph, what's up, Joseph? Larry Nance Jr. is a solid big man. He can spread it out and shoot the three. He's a smart, intuitive player. He is 32 years old and has dealt with a bunch of injuries, so not sure what he has left in the tank. The Cleveland Cavaliers will end up figuring it out. But honestly, it looks like Naquan Tomlin is kind of taking the Larry Nance Jr. spot because Naquan Tomlin, young, athletic, can also maybe knock down an occasional three. The percentage from Larry Nance Jr. so far this year has not been great. But he has dealt with injuries even this year, and he may have just lost his rotation spot entirely to Tomlin at this point. Jalen Tyson is interesting because at certain times, I thought maybe he was, with all the injuries that they've dealt with, at certain times he was like the second or third most reliable player on this Cleveland team. Shooting 47% from three-point range. It's been absolutely ridiculous for Jalen Tyson. And then we watched the previous game. Who did the Cavs face again? I forget. But the point is, Cavs played him 17 minutes. He's averaging 14, 5, and 2.3 at 23 years old in his second season in the NBA. And I just found it weird because even in the starting lineup with no Evan Mobley, you would think they would want to scale up and play a little bit bigger for the absence of Mobley, and that would mean you would start Jalen Tyson. But instead they decided to go smaller and start Sam Merrill. And Merrill is also a knockdown three-point shooter, but I found it interesting that Kenny Atkinson was kind of leaning away from Tyson despite how much he's given this team so far this year. So we'll see if maybe that's just a one-off thing or a matchup thing or whatever the case may be, but I'm interested in watching the dynamic of Jalen Tyson after all of the trades between Ellis and Schroeder and Merrill getting healthy again and Mobley being back today. And how does Jalen Tyson fit into this? Because I thought the way he had played to start the year was definitely going to slot him into a definite starter role or at the very least like 25 minutes a game. And the Hornets, that's who it was, Jeff. Thank you. When the Cavs played the Hornets, we covered that game. And Jalen Tyson only played 17 minutes, like I said. And I just thought that was weird. That was a weird rotation decision. And again, we'll monitor that. We'll see how it works out. Kenny Atkinson probably just experimenting and see who plays with what. They got 3 legit rotation players and swapped around the roster a bunch here. So that definitely plays a factor into it. But like I said, I thought he was the second or third most reliable player for the Cavs this year. And to see him only get 17 minutes in that Hornets game just felt a little weird to me. There were multiple times during the game where I was like, where's Tyson? Why is Tyson not in the game right now? So we'll see. Maybe they use him today a little bit more. Maybe they're just, like I said, Kenny Atkinson's just fiddling around with the rotations, trying to see what works, who plays well together, trying to get guys out there. give guys opportunities, but he's good. 14 a game, 47% from three over the course of like 50-plus games. This is not a guy I definitely mess around with the minutes with, in my opinion. But we'll see if it works out. Eric C, what's up, Eric C? Jay Hammer, what's up, Jay Hammer? Says, shout out Strus on the loose. Strus is not available, unfortunately, today, but he should be back soon. He has been available for contact practice now. Eric C said, holy crap, I fell asleep before the Knicks won last night. At least got to wake up to a good feeling, Eric C. Yes, sir. What a comeback by the Knicks, Joseph. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Jay Hammer said, Knicks just have troubles. Weird team. They are a weird team. They are a weird team. Hopefully they're playing their best basketball come playoff time. Sam Merrill is, I believe, the last guy we're going to talk about here for the Cavs. We have about 10 minutes before tip-off, so we're going to rush through the Thunder a little bit here. They got a bunch of injuries, so we're going to be able to. Sam Merrill is the guy who got the start when Evan Mobley was out against the Hornets the other day, which, again, was weird to me. But Sam Merrill is also very good. He's also shooting about 47% from three, so it's not like he's not shooting the lights out of the ball right now. 13.3 points per game, 2.3 rebounds, 2.3 assists. Sam Merrill's an underrated player overall. Obviously, I think everybody knows his prowess from the perimeter, but he's decent at pump faking and attacking the paint off the closeout and making a decision from there. 2.3 rebounds, 2.3 assists. He's an okay defender. He's a good positional defender. He stays in front of guys. He doesn't foul often. He does a good job of not being lackadaisical or lazy. You don't really have to hide Sam Merrill. Obviously, you'd like to put him on the weakest offensive player on the court at the time, but you don't necessarily have to hide him. You could, not confidently, but feel decent about him switching out on the other perimeter players and just asking him to hold up. He does a pretty good job of that. He's stronger than he looks. He's 6'4". He's a little bit bigger than he presents himself as. And he's solid. He's solid. And even more than solid offensively, because it's not just the three-point percentage, it's also the volume in which he can get three-point shots up, because maybe that's why Kenny Atkinson leaned Sam Merrill more so over Tyson, because Tyson is a knockdown three-point shooter, but doesn't really knock them down off the movement the way Sam Merrill does. I mean, Sam Merrill, either moving to his left, moving to his right, fading backwards, moving forward, it does not matter. Sam Merrill, whether he's off bounce or on bounce, is letting that thing fly, and he's knocking it down at an extremely high clip this season. Same as Tyson, but Tyson is more so of a catch and shoot, set myself and fire it away type of shooter, while Sam Merrill is like, yeah, I don't really care. I could shoot it blindfolded and still have a good opportunity of making it. So that's maybe why he leaned more towards Sam Merrill, but I would just lean more towards the overall game and age of Jalen Tyson, but that's just me. I have not watched the Cleveland Cavaliers every single game this season. We've only watched maybe like 8, 9, 10 games of the Cavs this season, so maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Benzino, what's up, Benzino? Buongiorno! What's up, Benzino? So happy to be here. You the man. Appreciate you, Benzino. Appreciate you, brother. All right, now we get to the Thunder. Now we have about 5 minutes. But SGA is out today with the abdomen injury, and I think they're going to hold him out. Let me pull this up right here. What does this say? He'll miss at least 1 more week, so he's not even really close to returning. He's out another week. We'll miss another 3 or 4 games or so. When was that reported? That was reported the 19th, right after the break. So, yeah, he's going to miss another, 3 or 4 games or so. J-Dub is also out. He is scheduled to be reevaluated in approximately 2 weeks. So, they're going to be without SGA and J-Dub for at least another 3 or 4 games, and without J-Dub for probably 6 or 7 or 8, maybe even 10 more games. And we are quickly approaching the end of the season here. And they're already one back in the loss column to the Detroit Pistons. So they're probably not even going to finish with the best record in the NBA. Naughty Ghost, what's up, Naughty Ghost? Early day today, yes, sir. And we're going to go late into the night, too. Knicks don't tip off till 8. We got over to Chet Holmgren, who is, of the 3 stars, actually available to play here today. Right, so Chet Holmgren has been solid. I'm going to mostly ignore the counting stats here for the Thunder because I did not have enough time to update their player cards here. We did have the Cavs updated because we covered them versus the Hornets the other day. But the Thunder did not have enough time because we are covering 3 games today. Did not have enough time to update their player stats. Although this is pretty accurate because we covered them before the All-Star break. But we know what Chet Holmgren is capable of. He's going to have to carry the offense a little bit here today with no A.J. Mitchell, no SGA, no J-Dub. It's going to be a lot of Chet Holmgren, and it has been a lot of Chet Holmgren because they should already be familiar with playing without SGA, J-Dub, and A.J. Mitchell. They've been out for a while now. A.J. Mitchell, by the way, is also out at least another week with the abdomen strain. So abdomen strain for A.J. Mitchell, abdomen strain for SGA. Weird. For both of those guys that have that injury. Very reminiscent of last season when the Magic, where Franz Wagner and Paolo Banchero both went out with oblique injuries, which is very, very uncommon injury to have in a basketball, as a basketball player. Nadigo said last time we won ice hockey was in 1980, and the Knicks. And America pulled it off this morning, yes sir. Rose Pierce said Holmgren a bust. They said on draft day. I don't know who said that, but they were very silly. There was a reason he was a number 2 overall pick, and it wasn't solely because of potential. It's because he was very good at basketball, and he's proven that so far throughout his NBA career. Can step out, knock the 3, can create a little bit off the bounce. Suns Jen said just a phenomenal sports weekend. It's been great. If I was a hockey person, best believe we'd be doing 4 games today. We would have covered hockey early in the morning, and then pivoted over to this game, pivoted over to the Nuggets-Warriors game, pivoted over to our Knicks game, but I'm not that big into hockey, so unfortunately, just had to watch it for its entertainment. Chet Holmgren is just solid. He's been better on the glass. He's been more physical than I think people thought he was going to be in his NBA career. His size and his length has been very important for his success here. And I think he's got a stronger core than people give him credit for. Doesn't get moved off of his spot that easily. Unless he's going up against guys like Jalen Duren or Jokic or guys like that. He does a pretty good job of holding his ground most of the time, and allowing him to play alongside guys like Hartenstein, that Benedict Arnold, has really, come a long way for him, allowing him to not have to bang down low with those bigger guys. Lou Dort, 8.2 points, 3.7 rebounds. He's kind of having a little bit of a down year. 32% from three-point range has not been good. Under 40% from the field. He still plays his football style of defense that he gets away with for whatever reason. They let him get away with it. We'll see how he matches up here. He usually gives James Harden fits. So, not a great matchup for James Harden here tonight. We'll see how they handle it. Maybe they lean more Donovan Mitchell. Who does Lou Dort guard? We'll see. Isaiah Hartenstein, that Benedict Arnold, don't ever make me say anything nice about him. Nothing nice to say, so I won't say anything at all. He's a traitor. He's a true Benedict Arnold, and I don't want to speak nicely of him because, God damn it, he's a good basketball player, and I hate that he's not wearing a Knicks jersey. Alex Caruso is out today, like a multitude of other Thunder players. Alex Caruso has been ruled out for Sunday's game with an ankle sprain. Unfortunate. He's an old man. They really just need Alex Caruso to be healthy for the playoff run. That's when his value mostly shines. He's kind of had a not great regular season, but they don't need him for the regular season. They need him for the postseason. Keon Wallace is a guy who has had the ball in his hands and is trying to make the most out of it with the injuries to Mitchell, to SGA, to J-Dub. They need a ball handler out there, and Keon Wallace has stepped up, and he's trying to do it. He's been decent at it, but not very good overall. The starting lineup for the Thunder is Keon Wallace, Lou Dort, Isaiah Joe, Holmgren, and Hartenstein in the front court. Jared McCain is the big acquisition. He is coming off his best season, the best game of his season so far. Ignore the counting stats, obviously, because he didn't get much of an opportunity in Philadelphia, which is why they traded him for not a very good first-round pick. Kind of just gave him up for free over the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's coming off his best game. Probably going to be looking to improve on it here today against the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they're going to need him because, again, out so many ball handlers and creators, they're going to need a ball handler and creator to give them something here tonight. Jared McCain is going to have to step up to the plate. Aaron Wiggins is also one of those guys. He's the man who saved basketball. He is the prototypical 7th or 8th man in the NBA. He is phenomenal in that role, but he's going to have to step up outside of that role and step up to be like a 5th or 6th man, especially with the ball in his hands as a creator because they're down so many guys. And that's when you see a lot of the flaws come out from Aaron Wiggins. When he can play off of other ball handlers, it feels like he's impossible to guard. But when he becomes one of the main ball handlers and creators on the team, that's when it's like, ooh, yeah, you are definitely a 7th or 8th man. Aaron Wiggins is good at basketball. Not that good at basketball, though. A.J. Mitchell was out with the injury. Like we said, he was on pace for maybe even competing for 6th man of the year, but I think he's vastly quickly approaching the missing out on that 65-game minimum rule. And that's going to wrap it up. Now we have the Denver Nuggets for the game right after this, because we should be jumping to the game right after this. We'll see, but we are getting ready for tip-off. We did it just in time, y'all. I love when that happens. I love when that happens. I love when we go through our pregame rundown and we end it right on time for tip-off here. Here we go, first game of the day. Here are our starting lineups. All right, here we go. The Cavs win the tip, and James Harden will bring it down. Harden has it up top, being guarded by Wallace. They throw a lob to start the game over to Jarrett Allen and gets knocked out of the air by Wiggins. Not a great pass. Interesting play, but the play was not there for James Harden to make. And now here comes Keon Ellis off the handoff. He has it up top, being guarded by Wade. Coming to his left, Harden switches onto him. Wallace attacking to his left, down the lane, gets in the paint, gets the ball knocked out of his hands, saves it and kicks it out to Holmgren for a left wing three, and he gets the party started with a three. They are playing in Oklahoma City, of course, and so the crowd will be against the Cavs here today. We'll see how much that also affects Harden. Jarrett Allen has it up top, hands it off to Mitchell. Mitchell tries to get over to Mobley. He does. Wiggins jumped the passing lane. Isaiah Joe's in the starting lineup, excuse me. Mitchell has it up top, dancing with it, lobs it down low to Mobley. Mobley has it against Hartenstein. Stop, pump fake, spins, fall away jumper at the shot clock. Can't get it to go. Good defense from Hartenstein, unfortunately. Here comes Lou Dort, pushing it the other way. Head down, kicks it out. Wallace, left corner three. Can't get that one to go. Battle for the rebound. Jarrett Allen able to grab it and saves it over to Harden. Here come the Cavs. Hit ahead to Wade. Wade on the left wing. Quick crossover to his left. Spins back to his right. Some good pressure here from the Thunder, challenging the ball handling of the Cavs. Mobley driving it down, loses the ball out of bounds, and the ball is going to go back to the Thunder. Not a great start for Evan Mobley here. Kind of all over the place right now. Joseph Taylor, what's up, Joseph? Lou Dort said, not Lou Dort, Naughty Ghost said Lou Dort be tripping, literally. Man's quickly building his resume, the league's dirtiest player. Oh, yeah, for sure. He definitely has that reputation right now and is only adding to the resume, for sure. They get it over to Isaiah Joe, curling off a Hartenstein screen. They kick it back out to Dort, hesitates, and then throws it to nobody. Good defense from the Cavs, forcing the Thunder to hesitate there. Bad play from Lou Dort, getting himself caught in the air like that. Young in music, what's up, Young? Harden up top, putting his head down, attacking, leans in, throws it up off glass, can't get it to go. And they give him the travel? I think they gave him the travel there, shuffled his feet going into the paint, and the ball's going to go back to Thunder. Or an offensive foul. Yeah, they gave him an offensive foul, came up high with an elbow and hit Keon Wallace in the face. Offensive foul on Harden. So now Wallace is looking to attack. They get it out to Hartenstein, hands it off to Holmgren. Holmgren catches off the handoff and fires a three. He can't get it to go. Mobley rips down a rebound. Here comes Dean Wade bringing it down left side of the court. See, I like Dean Wade, but I'd probably start Jalen Tyson in that role. I don't know. That's just me, though. Dean Wade's going to fire a three. Tell me to shut up. He can't. I'm going to keep talking, Dean Wade, as he misses that three. And the Cavs still remain scoreless. Hartenstein up top, hands it off to Wallace. He's going to spot it for the straightaway three. Harden a little late to close out, and Keon Wallace makes him pay for it. And now it's a 6-0 start, 9:30 to go. Mitchell has it on the right wing, dancing with it. Pulls up from three. Can't get it to go. Holmgren with the rebound. Some really tough shots for the Cavs to start the game. They're not really getting much going right now. Holmgren has it up top. Swings it out to Isaiah Joe. Joe gets it over to Hartenstein. Hands it off to Joe. Joe, a left wing deep three. And he knocks it down. And 3 straight threes for the Thunder. Timeout for the Cavs. And it's a 9-0 start. Missing SGA, missing J-Dub. 9-0 start. Cleveland can't get anything going right now. Too nonchalant for the Cavs right now, both offensively and defensively. Harden was a little late reacting to Keon Wallace coming off the handoff action. He gets a wide open three. Mobley is too late to respond to Isaiah Joe coming off the handoff action, coming off of 2 screens. Like, Mobley's got to be there to step up to just deter Isaiah Joe from even shooting that three. Instead, he dares him to shoot it and then looks to contest. But Isaiah Joe's too good of a shooter to just simply give a regular contest. You have to run him off the line. He's not nearly as good as an attacker with the ball in his hands. Good timeout from Kenny Atkinson. See if the Cavs can pull themselves out of this sloppy funk to start the game. Ben Thompson, what's up, Ben? Good day. What's up, Ben? What's up, Ben? It should be a good day. I'm excited for it. They got the snow already falling. We got three good, high-quality basketball games lined up. We're going to end the night with the Knicks, which is exactly how I would prefer it. I'd prefer the Knicks to be the last game we cover of the day. I'm not as big of a fan of doing a Knicks game and then covering another game because the Knicks could ruin my mood. Could ruin the way I'd call the next game. So I prefer ending the night, ending our streaming day with Knicks coverage. So we got two high-quality games before we get to that. Show Ken said, my mind told me to wait and bet live. That's how I went back in the day when I used to bet. That is how I preferred to do it, to do live bets and not try to predict the future too much. And if I did try to predict the future, I'd do like $1 bets. That's it. Jay Hammer said, so silly to see all the guys not even play. I mean, they're injured. It's not like they're just out for rest. They're out with legitimate injuries. Unfortunately for the Thunder, they've been ravaged by injuries. AJ Mitchell's been out for a while. SGA went out with the abdomen strain, and J-Dub has been out. Now Caruso has rolled the ankle. So, unfortunately, really not much you could do about that. Resting is obviously different than injuries. Can't really do much with just guys getting injured. Everyone has taken a shot so far. No, not really. Jarrett Allen has yet to shoot. James Harden has yet to shoot. This is a big game for the Cavs in the sense that, with the acquisition of Harden, with the acquisition of the other two guys coming off the bench for them, it is important to see how you match up against good teams. And obviously the Thunder are missing a bunch of players, but that does not really matter. They're showing it here. The amount of missed games so far this year, J-Dub with 32 already, Hardenstein with 26, Mitchell with 15, Dort with 11, and now SGA with 9, and he could miss another 3 or 4 games here. Gideon Manqua, what's up, Gideon? Cavs getting drenched by a thunderstorm in OKC, 9-0 Thunder. Not a good start for the Cavs at all. Harden down the lane, throws up the floater, got it to go, and that's one way to get up on the board. There you go, James Harden. Good play coming out of the timeout. Lou Dort bringing it down against Harden, crosses over to his left. He's going to go all the way to the rim, gets caught in the air, looking for the foul call, doesn't get it as he flails to the floor. Here comes Donovan Mitchell bringing it down the other way. Mitchell has it on the left wing, being guarded by Wallace, spins off of him, loses the handle, picks back up down the lane, tries to kick it out, and gets knocked out of the air by Dort. Not a good driving kick for Mitchell there, just giving it up. Leaves it off for Holmgren. Holmgren to the rim for the lefty layup, got it to go. Hit a head pass to Wade, throws the lob, tried to throw the lob up to Mobley. Holmgren hustles down the court and gets the steal. Dean Wade just waiting too long to throw that pass. Brother, you got to get that pass off quickly. Holmgren up top, he's going to look to attack Mobley. Leans in, stops, step back, pump fake, steps through, gets caught in the air. Great defense from Mobley, but Holmgren able to pick it up. Now fall away jumper, and he gets that one to go. He's taking it right to Evan Mobley right now. I know Mobley's just coming back from the injury, but Chan Holmgren's looking at him like, ha ha, you thought you were the next up? I'm the next up. James Harden to pull up 3, he got it to go. So James Harden with the first 5 points for Cleveland here. Just got to survive the early onslaught and then get into your offense. Hopefully, guys start to come along with you. Hardenstein has it up top, being guarded by Jarrett Allen. Almost loses the ball, picks it up to get it over to Isaiah Joe, who then gets fouled by Jarrett Allen. So Joe's going to go to the foul line for 2 on the backdoor cut. Tons Jen said, smothering defense from OKC, wow. Yeah, Cleveland's doing a really bad job of trying to take advantage of that smothering defense for sure. I think they're partly playing right into it. So Isaiah Joe is right at the foul line here for 2 free throws. He knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Can give them the 10-point lead. They've already led by 11. He's up to 7 points already, Chet Holmgren, here in this first quarter. Hotline Bling said, getting ugly early. It is indeed. And Isaiah Joe knocks down both free throws. It's only a 10-point game, though. But it's not a good start for Cleveland, who only has sitting on 5 points now. Harden pulls it all the way back out, steps behind the three-point line of three. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Dean Wade with the rebound, out to Mitchell. Mitchell catches, pump fake, driving to his left, stop, pump fake, spins, got nowhere to go. Gets it over to Mobley. Mobley down low, and a loose ball foul on Isaiah Joe. Mobley's been a little too weak with the ball in his hands for my liking. He's got to get himself on balance. One of the things about Mobley that he's got to work on the most is his balance. I think Evan Mobley has really bad balance. Every time I watch him play, I feel like he's off balance going to the rim. Harden gets it over to Wade. Wade hands it off to Mitchell. Mitchell coming to his left. They hedge out hard. They try to lob it over the top to Wade. A bad pass from Donovan Mitchell. He is not reading this defense correctly at all. They lob it down low to Keon Ellis. So it was a bad pass, but he saves it. And then a bullet pass from Holmgren inside to Hardenstein for the easy layup as the Cavs just don't get back on defense. And it is now 17-5. Mitchell coming to his left against Hardenstein, blows past him inside to Jarrett Allen, and he just can't catch the ball. And the Thunder are pushing the other way. It's a 2-on-1 fast break. Keon Wallace with the pass fake and the layup, and it is 19-5. And another timeout for Cleveland. And it's 19-5. 5 minutes into the game. Over a 5-minute stretch here. 6:55 to go, just under 7. And Cleveland having a really tough time dealing with their defense. I think Cleveland's just doing a really bad job of reading OKC's defense and attacking it. Multiple times they've hedged out hard out onto Donovan Mitchell coming off the screen or a handoff action and essentially kind of shown him a double team. And both times Donovan Mitchell tried to lob it over the top to the guy slipping the screen, which is like, that's option number one, sure. That's a option he could go to. But clearly, the Thunder are immediately looking to take that away because both times it's been a turnover where the Thunder have come over and knocked the ball out of the air and gotten the steal and gotten out on the break. You kind of just got to either keep your handle and pull it out or swing the ball back the other way to the guard. Young and Music said, Mobley selling, but I got faith, though. I mean, Cleveland should be able to figure this out and come back and make this a little bit of a ball game, especially with so many guys being out for the Thunder. Cleveland should be able to figure this out here. But, yeah, they're really struggling so far. Again, James Harden has all 5 points. He's 2 for 3 from the field. Where is everybody else? Jarrett Allen has yet to take a shot. They tried to shovel it to him inside, and he just couldn't hand on to the ball. Had butterfingers. Nadeem Saab. What's up, Nadeem? Yeah, my bets aren't hitting tonight. Mitchell and Allen selling. I mean, we'll see how it looks as the game goes on. I'm rooting for you, though, brother. I'm rooting for you, though. And on the other end, by the way, like, Chet Holmgren is just, like, he's taking it right to former Defensive Player of the Year. And again, I know, Evan Mobley's just coming back from injury. But Chet Holmgren's not that good offensively, right? Like, he's having a really good offensive season. Don't get me wrong. He's healthy this year. He's playing very well. But Mobley should be able to match up with him pretty decently. As a matter of fact, it's like the exact kind of player you want Evan Mobley matched up with. Now, I'm going to give Evan Mobley some grace here. He is coming back from the injury. So he gets a little bit of grace today. But if that's the case, Jarrett Allen's going to have to match up with Holmgren. Somebody's going to have to match up with Holmgren here. Right? Dean Wade? Put Dean Wade on him. Sebs, what's up, Sebs? What is happening in Cleveland with these turnovers? They're just completely misreading the OKC defense completely. They are throwing passes that are just not available, thinking that they are going to be available. 559 Tony, appreciate you, Tony. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Thank you for that subscription, brother. They're completely misreading this Thunder defense right now. Notably, Donovan Mitchell mostly is the biggest culprit of misreading the defense right now. Seb said, what team do you support? Mine is the Warriors. I'm a Knicks fan. I've been supporting the Knicks my entire life, going back to the early, mid-2000s. That is my team. So happy they're good and competent now. Hopefully it remains that way. Hopefully we have a championship season this year. We will be covering the Warriors game right after this, Seb, so we will stay live. We will be covering the Warriors game right after this, playing Denver. Hotline Blank said, Bright's too light for Allen? Yeah. Jarrett Allen's words. Said it about himself. Should have never said it. James Harden has it up top, and it's an off-ball foul on the Thunder here. We got some substitutions. Sam Merrill and Jalen Tyson are in the game. Schroeder's also in the game. They're trying to just spread the court out with three-point shooters right now. And Jared McCain is subbed in here. Harden has it up top, being guarded by McCain. Directing some traffic, coming to his left. Tries to hit the pocket pass to Jalen Tyson, and it gets picked off yet again. Keon Wallace the other way, misses the layup. Hardenstein with the offensive rebound. Tried to throw it out to Joe, and it goes right through his hands and out of bounds. Cavs catch a bit of a break there. All right, now they're bringing it down the other way again. 6:30 to go. We're quickly approaching the halfway point here. J.K. Roggs with the Brogs. If you're in the starting lineup, you better be able to play. Give these bums too many excuses. I don't know what to tell you, brother. If you think that's an excuse and not critique and analysis, I don't know what to tell you, brother. You think it's an excuse to say that they are simply misreading the defense and they need to be able to read the defense better? I don't know what to tell you. James Harden gets it into Jarrett Allen. Jarrett Allen has it up top. Hands it off to Harden. Harden coming to his right. Swings it over to Schroeder. Schroeder down the lane. Gets the ball knocked out of his hands by Isaiah Joe. Joe gets it over to Hardenstein. Hardenstein has it up top. They get it over to Holmgren. Holmgren being guarded by Tyson. Backing him down. Pulls it out. Kicks it out to McCain. McCain coming to his left. Swings it over to Hardenstein. Back to McCain. McCain driving to his left along the baseline. Gets caught under the rim. Kicks it out to Keon Wallace. Attacks the defense. Kicks it back over to McCain. A right corner three. Got it to go for Jared McCain. And the Thunder are picking them apart offensively and defensively right now. It's a 17-point game. Schroeder coming to his left. Snaking it back to his right hand off the Allen screen. Pulling it back out. Fakes the pass over to Harden because Keon Wallace is denying him the ball. So Schroeder has to keep it. Now attacking Jared McCain off the bounce. He's looking for a foul. He doesn't get it, and he throws it away. Keon Wallace shot out of a cannon. Kicks it out. Isaiah Joe with three. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. It's a 20-point lead early in the game here. And the Thunder are running them off of the court right now. They have 5 points through 7 minutes in the game so far. 10 turnovers. Tyson will fire up a left wing three. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Chet Holmgren with the rebound, and the Thunder are bringing it down the other way. Holmgren up top being guarded by Sam Merrill on a switch, on a mismatch. Holmgren down the lane, kicks it out to McCain. They get it over to Hardenstein. Hardenstein has it up top, gets it over to McCain, wide open as he cuts to the rim, kicks it up top to Isaiah Joe, ran off the line, sidestep three, got it to go, Isaiah. Everything's going down. 23-point lead. Oh my God, it's an avalanche. It's a Thunder avalanche. You gave them confidence, and they ain't looking back. Harden coming down to his left. The Cavs did not come out with the right mentality. And this is the worry you have with James Harden as one of your leaders. Jared Allen battling for the offensive rebound. Can't get the layup to go. He's looking for a foul call. Just too soft down there for Jared Allen. He got to go up stronger than that. Isaiah Joe, a deep pull of three. If he knocks that down, we're going crazy. Ooh, he came up short. It looked like it. He gets his own rebound. He's going to fire it up again. Ooh, if he would have knocked it down. I'm ready to pop off. I'm ready to get hyped for the Thunder here. But this game is quickly hitting the over early button. Schroeder on the handoff from Jared Allen, going under the rim. Over to Tyson, left corner three for Tyson. Way too strong, can't get it to go. Holmgren battling for it out of bounds. It's going to stay here with the Cavs. 28-5 with 4 minutes to go. Listen, 23-point lead, 28 points for the Thunder. Forget all of that. None of that matters. 5 points for the Cavs. 5 points for the Cavs. 5. Forget the 28 points. Forget the 23-point lead. 5 points for the Cavs. There's under 4 minutes to go. We're over 7 minutes into the game. Tyler, what's up, Tyler? Damn, game over already. It's crazy. They get it into Sam Merrill for a three, and he finally breaks the curse. He ends the avalanche. Now you got to get a stop. It's a 20-point deficit. He cuts it to 20. Jay Will has it up top. They finally subbed out Holmgren and Hardenstein. Maybe the Cavs will have a chance now. But Jared Allen just taking Dennis Schroeder off the bounce and gets the easy scoop layup going to the rim with no help on the other side. Merrill gets it over to Tyson. Tyson over to Schroeder. Schroeder attacking, kicks it in the corner to Merrill. No hesitation three from him, and he got it to go. Sam Merrill, he's trying. Sam Merrill with back-to-back threes. It's a 19-point game. He cut it to 19. Cut it to 19 there. Jason said Cavs should be ashamed of themselves. Can't even make the excuse that they partied too late at OKC. True. They had an early night last night, right? Like, they went to bed early. They got into OKC. They went to bed early. I don't even know what excuse you can give them. They did not come out with the right mentality. They did not come out prepared to play. They came out completely misreading their defense. I don't even know how to describe the fact that happened. Bad read from the players, bad game planning from the coach, all around. Nobody's been good today. Donovan Mitchell's going to have to step up here. He's taking one shot. He's got 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists. James Harden said Sam and James have to do this. Nick Yak, what's up, Yak? OKC looking at 40 burger first quarters. Yeah, and that is without SGA. That is without J-Dub. That is without AJ Mitchell. It's without Caruso. Bizwash. What's up, Bizwash? Oklahoma is harassing their opponent. Call the FBI. Q-Dog. What's up, Q-Dog? Siraj. What's up, Siraj? Fix games. We are rigged. All right, sure, buddy. Conrad got banned. What's up, Conrad? Fix your stream. What's wrong with it, brother? What's wrong with the stream? Anybody having an issue with it? Audio, video, what's going on with it? Lou Dort has it up top, being guarded by Dean Wade. We're back into it. Lou Dort dancing with it. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Can't get it to go. There's a stop and a rebound. Schroeder able to grab it. Quick hit ahead to Merrill. Merrill bringing it down. Merrill gets it over to Schroeder. Schroeder up top being guarded by McCain. It's a 19-point game. Schroeder down the lane, shoves it over to Mitchell. Mitchell reverse layup, got it to go. And the foul for Donovan Mitchell, who goes down hard, wincing a little bit, but he's going to pop back up. It is 30-13. It's a 17-point game. Cavs starting to get some things going. If they can get it under 15 going into the second, all right, they'll be back into it. They'll be back into it. Anthony said the NBA is rigged. How, brother, how? Gideon said Cavs getting thunderstruck. Yeah. Conrad said lagging. All right, brother, that's an issue with your internet, my guy. Unless we're buffering here, unless the bit rate is low, let me know about that. Jay Will launches a 3 off the missed free throw, and he knocks it down. And just like that, we're back up to 20. We could have got it. We could have got it to 17. Donovan Mitchell, he's putting his head down, attacking. Pump fake, leans in, floater. Got it to go for Donovan Mitchell. All right, as long as we get Donovan Mitchell putting his head down, going to the rim, Cavs might have a chance getting back into this one. But they got to keep it going, and they got to get stops, obviously. Down the lane is Aaron Wiggins. Lefty layup, can't get it to go. Dean Wade crashes for the rebound. Good defense, good rebounding. Here comes Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder shovels it over to Tyson. Tyson hands it off to Schroeder. Schroeder coming to his left. Back to Tyson. Tyson a floater. Can't get it to go. Battling on the glass for his own rebound. Can't grab it. Lou Dort picks it up, pushing it the other way. Lou Dort, head down, driving to the rim. Floater. Got it to go. And the foul for Lou Dort. Tyson misses an easy floater on one end, and Lou Dort knocks down a tough layup with the foul on the other end. Nick Yak said, we see Cleveland after Chicago. Yeah. We got Cleveland after Chicago. Part of the reason why we're covering so many Cleveland games as of late, this is our second one in a row, as Lou Dort misses a free throw. Is to, get prepared for the next game as well. Also want to watch Harden on this Cavs team, see this new dynamic. Is Keon Ellis available? He's yet to get into the game. Kind of want Keon Ellis in this game right now. Dennis Schroeder walks into a mid-range jumper. Got it to go for Dennis Schroeder. He's also calling for the foul, saying he got hit on the elbow. They don't give it to him, though. It's an 18-point game. Again, if they can get it to 15 or under going into the second quarter, obviously that's not good, but not terrible considering where it was. And Tyson comes up with the steal, and Jay Will hit ahead to Tyson. Tyson up top to Dean Wade. Ran off the line. Dean Wade in the paint gets the ball knocked out of his hands. It's going to stay here with Cleveland. 1:30 to go. Timer's behind, but we will catch up. Daniel Brooks said the league would never rig it for a small market like OKC. I agree. I agree. Ricky, BTA. They get it in. They sneak it inside the Donovan Mitchell for an easy layup. There you go. There you go, Cleveland. Here comes Aaron Wiggins. Wiggins has it up top, dancing with it. They get it over to Nikola Topic, who's in the game. Look at Topic. Always going to root for Topic. Kenrich Williams fires a right wing three, and he got it to go. The three-point shots are flowing for OKC today. It's one of those nights where they can't miss. They have 8 threes in this first quarter. So if you could survive this first quarter, and then you could start crawling your way back into it over the course of the next 3. Schroeder has it up top. Again, 15 or lower would be my goal. And we're under a minute to go here. Mitchell coming to his right off the Tyson screen. Pocket pass to Tyson. Steps through. Gets the foul. He's going to the foul line for 2. Comes up limping a little bit. A little knee to thigh contact. RC Life. What's up, RC? Just mad about this blowout. I get it. Show Ken said, Cavs first half spread plus 14.5. Sure. Dahir, what's up, Dahir? OKC is firing it up, man. They're hooping. Tyson's at the foul line for 2. You need both of these free throws. They've already missed a couple of free throws. You can't be missing free throws when you're down 20 plus. Knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Can cut it to a 17-point game. And again, 15 or lower. Going into the second. Got about a minute to go. Tyson knocks down both. Sebs with the subscription. Appreciate you, Sebs. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Thank you for that. Under a minute to go. Timer's still 20 seconds behind. My apologies. Topic has it up top. Dancing with it. Attacking to his left. Putting his head down attacking. Throws up the floater. Can't get it to go. Good rebound from Donovan Mitchell, and he's pushing the other way. 17-point game. Give me a bucket. Any bucket. A 2, a 3. Does not matter. Mitchell sees a double team. Gets the ball knocked out of his hands. He goes back and recover it. Mitchell. Jab step. And a foul on Lou Dort. And they're in the bonus, so 2 free throws for Dennis Schroeder. And get it to 15. Get a stop, go into the second quarter, not the end of the world. Obviously, 15-point deficit after the first quarter is not good, but not the end of the world. You started to figure some things out as the game went on. You're going to have to crawl your way back into this one step at a time. Seb said, Cavs coming back, but OKC just don't stop shooting. Yeah. If they're going to shoot it like this the rest of the night, it's going to be a long night for Cleveland. Dennis Schroeder at the foul line knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. You can get it to 15 here. That was my goal. My goal was 15 or lower. Jason said, for all you gamblers out there, if you think games need to be rigged for books to win, you already lost, buddy. Might need to work on your math. You need help. Yeah. They already won. You already gave them money. They don't need to then rig the games. But 21 seconds to go. David Espinoza with the subscription. Appreciate you, David. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Dennis Schroeder knocks down both. There you go. It's a 15-point game. Now you need a stop. Get one more stop to end the quarter. Should be the final shot of the quarter. They're going to hold it as long as they can. Wiggins has it up top. And Dean Wade uses a foul. They had a foul to give. 9 seconds to go. Topic will inbound it. They get it into Wiggins. Wiggins attacking to his left. Head down to the paint. Gets the layup. And it's 17. 3.5 to go, though. Donovan Mitchell, you got to rush it. 40-point first quarter. Mitchell, he's got space. Down the lane. Floater. Got it to go for Donovan Mitchell. All right, we still have 15. We're still at 15. Okay. You gave up a 40-point first quarter. That should be the best quarter OKC has today. If they have another 40-point quarter, game is going to be over, obviously, right? Can't give up 2 40-point quarters. They had a 40-point quarter. You look at it and you go, okay, we started to figure some things out. If the first quarter is their best offensive quarter and our worst defensive quarter, they started off the game bad defensively, and our worst offensive quarter, 25, they should be able to crawl their way back in. There is no 15-point shot in the NBA. There's no 10-point shot in the NBA. So you just got to slowly chip away at this lead. If you're Cleveland here, make this a game again. Not out of the realm of possibility at all. 15 at the end of one is obviously not good, but considering the context of where they were, down 23, down 15 is not bad. You already chipped 8 points off of the largest lead of the game. Jason said, man, I need you to say Knicks get a 40-point quarter today. Man, the 40-point quarters were flying all around to start the season for the Knicks, Jason. They were flying left and right. We had so many 40-point quarters to start the year. It was like, oh, man, this offense is phenomenal. And it's been so long since the Knicks have had a 40-point quarter. Tyler said Cavs are cooked, I think. I mean, this is not a good situation to be in. But Donovan Mitchell did make his last 4 shots. It's up to 8 points. Schroeder did come in and give them some ball handling. He's got 4, 2, and 4. Sam Merrill came in, knocked down 2 threes. So, again, good contributions. Mobley not doing a whole lot. Jarrett Allen not doing a whole lot. Harden knocked down 2 shots, so maybe he can get it going a little bit too. Conrad said, why is Allen not in? Because he was not good. He was not good to start the game. It's also, has to be taken out of the game for some rest as well. Joseph said, Knicks will get a 40-point quarter today. I'm calling it into existence. I hope so. I mean, they are playing the lowly Chicago Bulls. We're going to welcome back our old friend, Gershon Yabusele, for the Chicago Bulls today. So, Seb said, would you say has been playing the best today? Who would you say has been playing the best today? Kason Wallace, Chet Holmgren, Hartenstein. I think those have been the three best players. Donovan Mitchell got it going, so he's going to start entering that conversation as well. But Holmgren has been the best. He's been the best player so far. Been the best player on the court, offensively and defensively, impacting the game at a high level. Right? It's not a coincidence that the Cavs started to make a little bit of a run there when Holmgren and Hartenstein came out. Parkin said, this game is over. See you later for the next game. I don't know if this game is over yet. The Thunder don't have their stars out there. The only star out there is Holmgren. They had a hot first quarter. Let's see if they can continue it. Like I said, if this is likely the best quarter that the Thunder will have today. If it's not the best quarter, then the game is over. If they have another quarter similar to this first quarter, then the game is over. But they did knock down 8 threes in that quarter. That should be their best quarter. Lil Robert with a subscription. Appreciate you, Lil Robert. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Or this afternoon, I should say, or this early afternoon. Jason said, GTA bringing a different energy to the squad. He is. Jeremy Sohan, not so much. But he just got here. Got to give him a little bit more of a chance. TNS Gaming said, what app can I watch this game on? I am watching it on YouTube TV. That is my cable provider. It is a streaming service where you can watch television channels. It is an ABC game. So, however you can watch ABC, watch it on ABC. I think Hulu provides coverage for ABC, I think, at a certain tier. I don't know. Bree, appreciate you, Bree. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Thank you for the subscription. Nadigo said, the Bulls are openly doing a real tank for the first time since MJ retired. Yeah. I think it's pretty likely the Knicks get the elusive 40 quarter. I don't know, man. The Knicks have let us down so many times. I'm not going to rely on it. And to start the second quarter, Cavs come out with a steal. There you go, Donovan Mitchell. Jump in the passing lane. And he's going to blow by Lou Dort. Kicks it out. Keon Ellis, who's finally in the game. First three. Can't get it to go. Wide open straight away. Tyson comes out, recovers the loose ball. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Schroeder up top. Swings through to his right. Down the lane. Throws up a tough contested floater. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. Topic grabs it. Cavs had an opportunity there. Now Holmgren has it on the right wing, being guarded by Mobley. All right, Mobley. They need you to lock in here. Wiggins coming to his right, off the screen to get it inside the Topic. Topic gets the ball knocked out of his hands. Tyson picks it up. Quick outlet to Mitchell. Mitchell one-on-one. Euro steps down the lane, gets caught in the air, tries to kick it out, and Lou Dort knocks the ball out into like the 10th row. My goodness. Nick Yak said, what do you think about Shaq calling Cass off during the interview? I think it was weird. I think Shaq is not a very good motivational speaker, and I think he was trying to be a motivational speaker, but I just think it was weird. I don't think it was like, I don't know, people are like writing thesis statements about it. I just think it was weird. I think that's all it was. I think it was a weird interaction. I don't think Towns particularly likes Shaq. I don't think Shaq particularly likes Towns, and I think it was just a weird interaction, and that's kind of it. Jay Will, not pull up three, but three off the pick and pop from Nikola Topic, and he knocks it down after the Cavs miss yet another shot on the other side. And that's their 9th made three of the game already for the Thunder. Cavs had a multitude of opportunities there to cut it to 13 or 12, and they couldn't. They got the defensive stops they needed, and they couldn't convert on the other end. Defensive stops don't really mean much when you're in a deficit if you can't get the score on the other side. And scores don't really mean much if you can't get a defensive stop when you're in a deficit like this. Hit ahead to Holmgren after the Cavs can't knock down the shot. Holmgren Euro step, can't get the layup to go. Keon Ellis comes out for the rebound after Mitchell knocked it out. Ellis gets it over to Schroeder. Schroeder off and running. Hit ahead to Tyson. He's going to take the baseline. Tyson along the baseline gets the layup to go. There you go. I like Tyson not settling for the three-point shot, taking it along the baseline and getting the layup, attacking the basket. Topic has it up top, and they get it over to Wiggins. Wiggins being guarded by Schroeder. Picks up his handle. Inside pass to Topic. Topic goes up. Layup. Got it to go for Nikola Topic over Tyson. Keon Ellis just lost track of him. 18-point game. 27-45. Mitchell spinning off a Dort. Ball away midi. Got it to go for Donovan Mitchell. Nick Yak said Cat proved them wrong. Cat's been proving people wrong all his entire career, and people they have an agenda in their head, and anything Karl Anthony Towns ever does will never change that. He will always be soft in the mind of of certain people. No matter how tough he plays, how strong he plays, no matter what injuries he plays through, he will always be soft in people's mind. There's nothing he could do. Nothing he could do to prove them wrong. The agenda is already built into their head, and they refuse to be wrong about it. $9:15 to go. Cavs get the ball back after the Topic turnover. They hand it off to Schroeder, kicks it out. Naquan Tomlin with the three. Comes up short, long rebound. Lou Dort able to pick it up. I like Naquan Tomlin. Gonna have to give them something today, especially with the energy. Dort down the lane, gets fouled by Tomlin on the pass attempt. 9 minutes to go. BD Drew, what's up, Drew? Where's Allen? On the bench. On the bench. Joseph said, but it's okay, let the people keep hating. Yeah, I mean, it just is what it is. When you get into a situation where there's nothing you can do to change a person's mind, that's when you're like, okay, ignorance is taking over your life, and there's nothing you could say. So you just got to move forward. As Aaron Wiggins knocks down yet another three here for the Thunder. My goodness, they've hit 10 threes already. Schroeder, jab step, pump fake on Topic, gets to the baseline, pump fake again, gets fouled by Topic. And Schroeder not happy that Topic made contact with him in the face. Schroeder doing a whole lot of nothing. Brother, he's just contesting and then accidentally hits you in the face. That's some fake tough guy stuff. Topic just laughing it off because, come on, brother. You showed him the ball and he went for the ball. You moved the ball, hit you in the face. It happens. He didn't follow through on it. He just gave you a little love tap on the forehead. Come on, man. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. But Schroeder very upset, still talking to the official. When you're down by 19, when you're getting smacked early in the game, frustration definitely going to be built up for you. So I get it. I get it from Schroeder. They kick it out to Dennis Schroeder, catches, pump fakes, driving to his right, down the lane, layup off glass, got it to go for Dennis Schroeder, and maybe that's what he needs to get himself going. But they're going to need to continue to build up stops and scores. It's still a 17-point game. They haven't really made too much of a dent in this lead right now. Holmgren and Jay Will on the court. Holmgren has been the biggest issue for them. Keon Ellis jumps the passing lane, gets the steal, one-on-one against Kason Wallace, a layup, got it to go for Keon Ellis, and that's the value of Keon Ellis right there, coming in. Jumps the passing lane, gets the steal, forces the Thunder to call a timeout, gets it back to 15. That was the score after the first quarter. He gets it back to 15 there, providing a spark and an energy for his team. Sons Jen said, I'll take Cat all day, every day. Cat is good. He's frustrating. He's good. He's good. Sean Edits, what's up, Sean? Seb said, man, Schroeder went crazy on Topic. I mean, he didn't go crazy. He got hit in the face, and then he stepped towards Topic and said some things. But I don't know. It's just regular basketball to me. But I get it. You're down. You're getting smacked in the face on national TV. Frustration and annoyance. I'm sure there's also contact on the other side. I think that's the point Schroeder was making, where he's looking at the ref and he's like, man, this is the second or third time I've gotten hit in the face already. So, Lana Mona said, a character win last night. Let's get another one tonight. Yeah, second night of a back-to-back. Probably no Mitchell Robinson. I haven't looked at it, but probably no Mitchell Robinson. We'll see. He has yet to play in both games of a back-to-back. So they're going to have to win without Mitch. They should be able to against a tanking Chicago Bulls team. So. Seb said, by the way, I'm from UK, so I won't be able to be in every stream, but I will on weekends. Appreciate you, Sebs. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to you from the UK. What time is it for you right now, Sebs? What is the time difference looking like? Because for me, it is 1:50 p.m. 1:49 exactly. 1:49 p.m. Anthony said, you should play somewhere else on your stream. We can't see sometimes who's in the game, just my opinion. That would make it better. There really isn't anywhere I could put it because I walk around, I stand in front of it. I don't just, like if I sat here and then I'm covering the score, if I stand over here, then I'm covering the players, which is why I walk back and forth all the way through. This is why I pace during the game, because I refuse to just sit down in front of the computer for 7 hours today. Subset 1850, so that is, 7? 8? Almost 8 p.m.? Bishwash said, for me, it's 12:35 a.m. No need to shock. It's Asian time. Tyler, what's up, Tyler? Respect that most of us are probably gamers, so the board is what we're really caring about. I get that. Ask me, ask me about the box score, and I'll tell you. But yeah. It is here so we could all, me and you guys, can keep track of who's in the game. It's also visual stimulus as I call the game and talk to you guys. But for me, this is the thing I care about most. Me personally, is the score of the game. Jaden said, I need Chef running around, lining folks up all day. Keep up the excitement. The Fleas, what's up, Fleas? It's the basketball marathon. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are at the starting line of this marathon, man. Here we go. We're back into it. Aaron Wiggins bringing it down. It's back to 15. Stops and scores if you're Cleveland to get back into this one. Going into halftime, you want it at least around 10. You want to chip another 5 points off of it going into halftime. You got 8 minutes to work with. Jay Will fires up a 3, and he gets it to go. Their 11th made 3. My goodness. Schroeder walking it down. He has it up top. He's got 3 threes, Jay Will. Harden has it up top, gets it over to Schroeder, cutting down the lane, kicks it out to Ellis. He's going to spot it for a 3, and Ellis is going to respond with a 3 of his own. Okay, that at least keeps it at 15. Solid. McCain has it up top, attacking to his left, down the lane, throws up the floater, can't get it to go, fight for the rebound, knocked out. They save it. Ellis jumps it, picks it off, over to Mobley, 2-handed slam. Look at Keon Ellis out there hustling. That's 3 straight possessions. Keon Ellis is able to help the Cavs chip away this lead. It's down to 13. 10 or less going into halftime. That is the goal. You got 7 minutes to work with. Keon Wallace kicks it over to Jay Will. Keon Ellis guarding him. Jay Will, he's got it in the post against Ellis, backing him down. Drop step, wild reverse layup, can't get it to go. Keon Ellis with the rebound. That's great help from James Harden as well to force the miss from Jay Will. Harden's going to walk, throw the lob down low to Mobley. Mobley against Holmgren on the scram switch. Drop step, lefty layup, got it to go. It's 11. Here comes Cleveland. Some of the people who said the game is over, you could tell they don't watch a whole lot of NBA basketball because the comebacks like this happen all the time, especially with the injury that the Thunder have. Can't expect them to play that highly offensively through the entirety of the game as Keon Wallace misses a contested floater in the lane. Mobley, good box out and rebound. Here comes Harden. Harden, the pull-up 3. Knock me down, James Harden. Can't get it to go. Keon Wallace with the rebound. Here comes Aaron Wiggins. Aaron Wiggins on the left wing, being guarded by Schroeder, dancing with it to get it over to Holmgren. And Holmgren gets fouled, going to the rim. He's going to the foul line for 2. Was a big miss 3 for Harden because it's an 11-point game. He could have cut it back to single digits. Could have cut it to 8. Mindset John, MBM, Doug Fresh. What's up, everybody? Mindset John said, how's everything, bro? Everything's good, man. Everything's on the up and up. We're moving and grooving. Where's the big 2 of the Cleveland Cavaliers? By the way, good game last night for the Knicks. Come the same way today. Absolutely. Donovan Mitchell's on the bench now, but he did a really good job of settling them down at the end of the first quarter. James Harden's now in the game. He scored the first 5 points of the game for them. Has yet to score since. Does have the 2 assists. But, yeah, they're going to need their 2 stars to get it going, for sure. They're going to have to lead the way here. Holmgren knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Holmgren knocked down the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. Back to 13 it goes. And we are approaching the halfway point of the second. About 6 minutes to go. Harden has it up top, being guarded by Keon Wallace. They get over to Ellis. Ellis coming to his left. Pulls up from 3. Too strong, can't get it to go. Holmgren with the rebound. Here comes Chet Holmgren bringing it down. Naquan Tomlin's going to pick him up. They get it over to Jay Will. Jay Will hands it off to Aaron Wiggins, to Isaiah Joe. Isaiah Joe hands it off to Holmgren, attacking to his right. Stop. Fall away, foul line jumper, gets caught in the air, leaves it off for Jay Will at the last second, wide open right wing 3, and he finally misses one. His first missed shot of the game, his first missed 3 of the game. He missed the shot earlier. They get over to Allen. Allen up top, hands it off to Sam Merrill. Sam Merrill coming to his left, off the screen, puts it up. Can't get it to go. Don't love those last 2 threes from Cleveland. They're good, decent looks, but I like them attacking the rim and getting down low. Chet Holmgren spinning, looking like Julius Randle out on the Knicks, spinning to nowhere, tripping over his own feet, knocks the ball out of bounds. If you know, you know. If you know about Julius Randle on the Knicks. Spinning to nowhere was Chet Holmgren, loses the ball out of bounds. Now the Thunder have tied the Cavs in the turnover game. 10 turnovers for each team now. 5:20 to go in the second quarter. Mindset John said, thanks for the update. Looks like they're working on it. They are working on it. They are working on it. Chuck Charles, what's up, Chuck? Final or real play-by-play. Some people just on camera not saying anything. I mean, if you're going to hang out with me, I might as well inform you about what's going on. I wouldn't have to give you play-by-play if we could watch it together, but obviously we can't. Obviously we can, unfortunately. Hopefully there comes a day where we can. Harden over to Merrill. Merrill 3. Can't get it to go. That's a good wide open look. But Keon Ellis does a great job knocking the rebound out to Harden. Harden to dribble, pull up 3. Got to knock that one down. He comes up short. Long rebound over to Merrill. Merrill in the paint. Kicks it out to Naquan Tomlin. Now over to Harden. Under 5 to go. Harden up top. Swings through to his left on Wallace. Driving it all the way to the rim. Throws up the floater. Got it to go with the bank shot. All right. 3's not going down. Get to the rim. Back to 11 it goes. 42-53. Under 5 to go. About 4:40 here in the second quarter. Wallace gets it over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein back to Wallace. Wallace a pull-up 3. Harden not there to contest. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. And Jarrett Allen just can't hold on to it. Hartenstein able to knock it out of his hands. Now he has it out on the right wing. Out by the three-point line. Inside pass to Keon Wallace. Under the rim. Kicks out to Chet Holmgren. Wide open left corner 3. Can't get that one to go. Sam Merrill with the rebound. And we're off and running. It's an 11-point game. If you can get it to single digits here, would go a long way. Over to Naquan Tomlin. Tomlin attacking. Goes right into Holmgren. Gets swatted out of there by Holmgren. He picks up the loose ball. Now he's going to look to attack again. Goes up and gets blocked again by Holmgren. Naquan Tomlin then fouls Jarrett Allen. Just doing too much from Naquan Tomlin. A pump fake will go a long way, young man. Ellis comes over to talk to him. Calm it down, Naquan Tomlin. I love the energy. Andrew Wallace with the subscription. Appreciate you, Andrew. Hope you're having a good time tonight. We will be live, everybody. We will stay live for the game right after this one. We will be doing Denver versus Golden State right after this. We're going to stay live. It's going to be an NBA marathon here today. And then, of course, as a Knicks fan, we don't miss Knicks games, so we will come back live. We'll have about an hour in between. We'll come back live for the Knicks Bulls game later tonight. Isaiah Joe down the lane, lefty layup, can't get it to go. Fight for the loose ball rebound. Harden knocks it over to Mitchell. Mitchell bringing it down. Mitchell picked up by Jared McCain. Mitchell crosses over to his left, down the lane, takes a bump. Floater, can't get it to go, but he will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. 3:49 to go here. Mitchell can cut it to single digits. I always say there are 4 layers to a comeback. Largest lead of the game for the Thunder was 23 points in the first quarter. At that point, you got to follow the 4 layers of a comeback, right? There's no big play you can make to chip into a lead. You got or to cut a lead in half or anything like that. You just got to slowly chip away at it. You got to slowly chip away at it. So they're down by 23. First layers, get it to single digits again. Second layer, get it to a 1-point game. Third layer, take the lead. Fourth layer, obviously win the game. Mitchell has it up top, but you got to find different avenues. They don't have free throws. They didn't give it to him in the act of shooting. Crazy. So now Mitchell is going to drive it down to his right. Along the baseline. Wild pass out of bounds. Bad pass from Donovan Mitchell. He lost balance and threw it away. And now here come the Thunder quickly trying to push the other way. Keon Wallace, quick crossover to his left. A lot of contact. Does draw the foul on James Harden. Going to be interesting to see if they're going to give him free throws. Definitely thought Donovan Mitchell deserved free throws in his floater. And they are going to give a side out of bounds. They are going to give a side out of bounds. That's only fair. It's only fair. That's the same foul Donovan Mitchell had. Tay Cowboys, what's up, Tay? If Mikhail would just get to the rim, get the easy layup, yeah. Mikhail could just not settle for those fall-away jumpers, would go a long way. No, they are going to give him 2 free throws. Are they in the bonus? No. Wow. If I'm Donovan Mitchell, I'm furious. And he is right over there, palms in the air, looking at the official like, what do you mean he gets free throws and I didn't get free throws? I'd definitely be upset if I was the Cavs too. I'd definitely be upset. You got a gripe there. Keon Wallace knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Keon Wallace knocks down both. Back to 13 it goes. Here comes James Harden bringing it down. 3:30 to go. 55-42. 13-point lead for the Thunder. Harden has it up top. dancing with it, coming to his left off the Merrill screen, putting his head down, attacking, step back, pump fake, kicks it out to Wade. Wade attacking, tries to get over to Merrill, through his hands. Harden has to go to the half-court line to get it. Shot clock down to 5. Lobs it over the top to Allen. Allen in the paint, pump fake, hard dribble to the rim. Got the layup to go. A lot of contact, no foul call. But Jarrett Allen, nice finish in the paint. That's a good, strong move right there. Keon Ellis has it up top, dancing with it against Merrill. Crossing over to his left. Hands it off to Hartenstein. Hartenstein hands it off to Isaiah Joe. Gets the open three off the handoff, and he rattles it in. Every time it feels like Cleveland is inching closer and chipping away at the lead, the Thunder come down and knock down another three. Mitchell in and out dribble down the lane, kicks it out to Merrill. Merrill pump fakes and gets fouled by Isaiah Joe. Foul on the floor. And we're going to get a full timeout here. 58-44, it's back to 14. RC Life said, we're coming back. You should. You should. Mark said, Chevy merch just arrived. Appreciate you, Mark. Appreciate you. And you just reminded me, I should probably put that in the chat so people know we do have merch available. One of the things I do have to do is fully connect it to the channel so it can show up on the channel page. But if you are so inclined, we did just start a merch store up. More stuff is on the way for sure. But as of right now, this is our store. Whoops. Francisco Lara, what's up, Francisco? Allen is selling. Not a very good night for Allen. I'll tell you that. Not a very good night at all. It's 58-14, 14-point game. It was a 15-point game at the end of the first quarter. I said if you can get it to 10 or under going into halftime would go a long way for your prospects of fully making the comeback. You already did a ton of work. It was a 23-point game. You got it down to 24 now. You knocked 9 points off of it. You got 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go to knock down enough of it. To knock down another 4 points here going into halftime. Mark said the khaki dad hat. Nice. Nice. J.K. Roggs said, awful bet. Allen points against Hartenstein and chat. Hey, money. Hey, brother. It's your money. Your money. Your money. He has been good as of late. But when you don't watch NBA basketball, but you bet on NBA basketball, make really uninformed decisions like that. But maybe you'll get it. Maybe you'll get it. Maybe you'll have a much stronger second half. We'll see. He's 1 for 2 so far today. Harden with 7, Mitchell with 10. Sam Merrill knocked down the 2 threes to get them started earlier in the game when they were stuck on 5 points. But since then has not done much. He's still 2 for 4 from the field. Donovan Mitchell was 5 for 6. No assists yet for Donovan Mitchell. He's just going to have to get into his bag and start scoring, start shooting a little bit more. You need him to take a couple more shots right now. You just got to put the guy on your back, man. Got to put the team on your back. Poseidon, what's up, Poseidon? Some guy bet 400K on the Cavs win. Shout out to that guy. Got a lot of expendable money. Crandon said SGA playing. No, SGA is still out. No SGA, no J-Dub, no Caruso, no AJ Mitchell. All out with injuries. All right, here we go. 44-58. They get it into Harden. 2:30 to go. Harden gets it over to Allen. Back to Harden. Harden to his left. Down the lane. Flips it up. Can't get the layup to go. But a goaltend. I didn't see the goaltend, but it's a goaltend. I think goaltend on Hartenstein. So it's 12. 58-46. 2:30 to go. 12-point game, stops and scores. 10 or below is my goal for halftime. I don't know what their goal is. That would be my goal. 10 or below at halftime. Joe has it up top, and the Cavs look like they're in a zone here, and a bad pass from the Thunder gets picked off by the Cavs. Zone, throwing them out a little bit. Jarrett Allen down the lane, gets fouled going towards the rim, so he's going to get 2 free throws here. Jarrett Allen can knock it. He can knock it to a 10-point game. Crandon said, and Cavs still losing that set. I mean, they got down early. Thunder threw an avalanche at them of 3-point makes, and they're responding very well. There is no 10-point shot to fully pull you back into a game and immediately knock a bunch of points off. You just got to slowly chip away at it. As Jarrett Allen knocks down both free throws, gets a friendly bounce on the second one, and it's a 10-point game. 10 or below going into halftime is my goal. Would be my goal if I was on the Cavs. Dort gets it up top to Wallace. Wallace tries to get it out to Kenrich Williams, gets knocked out of bounds by Keon Ellis. Keon Ellis has been spectacular being a pest out there. He's done a great job of reaching in or jumping passing lanes. He's got multiple deflections already tonight that's led to scores for the Cavs here. He gets one there, but it goes out of bounds. 2 minutes to go. They get it into Kenrich Williams. He has it up top. Now over to Keon Wallace. And this zone has really put the Thunder in a funk here. And to beat the zone, Keon Wallace just says, I'll just pull it from three then. We're going to get no driving lanes. I'll just pull it from three then. And he knocks it down. Mitchell crosses over in the mid-range, takes some contact, floater, can't get it to go, but he will go to the foul line for two. Getting to the foul line is nice. It stops the clock. It allows you to put points up on the board without the clock moving, so cool. But trading threes for twos is not how you get back into a game. Slayer, what's up, Slayer? Plenty of time left for the Cavs to make a comeback. I mean, they're already in the process of making it, and they have an entire other half of basketball to go. So absolutely agree with you, Slayer. They got more than enough time. Got to chip away at it slowly. Jetro Rodriguez, what's up, Jetro? Mitchell knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Donovan Mitchell gets both to go. Here comes Jared McCain. Under 2 to go. McCain has it up top. Being guarded by Harden. They're back into a man-to-man. They get over to Hardenstein. I love the occasional zone for like 3 or 4 possessions and then go back to man. I love that. McCain down the lane. Can't get the layup to go. Good defense. McCain able to pick up the loose ball, though, on the fight for the rebound. They kick it out to Lou Dort, straightaway 3. Way off on that one. Mitchell with the rebound. Shot out of a cannon. Pushing it the other way. Mitchell putting his head down. Spinning into the lane. Ton of contact. Kicks it out. Ellis catches. Up top. Sam Merrill. Straightaway 3. Sam Merrill gets it to go. And it's an 8-point game. I'm loving it. It's an 8-point game. There you go, Cleveland. Under 10 going into halftime. If you can get it even closer than that, that's icing on the cake. Isaiah Joe off the handoff from Hardenstein, pocket pass to Hardenstein down the lane, and he just gets grabbed and fouled. And he's going to go to the foul line for 2. James Valentino, what's up, James? They need to leave Chet Holmgren out. I got him under. Chuck Charleston said, do you normally do Thunder games? We have done a bunch of Thunder games this season, Chuck. We stream at least 6 days a week. This week we're streaming 7 days because the Knicks have a back-to-back on the weekend here. I try to take 1 day off of the week, just the rest of the voice, and get things set up for the rest of the week in terms of updating player graphics and whatnot when we go through pre-games. But we don't do all Thunder games, but we try to cover as many good teams as possible. And the Thunder are one of the best teams, if not the best team in the league. So we've covered a bunch of Thunder games this year. As long as they're playing a good opponent and it's going to be a good game and it doesn't conflict with me covering the Knicks game, we're going to probably cover the Thunder game. Hardenstein steps to the foul line and misses both free throws. Great foul from Donovan Mitchell. Send him to the foul line instead of giving him the layup. Mitchell has it on the right wing. Sidestep 3, knock me down. Threw open air ball. Terrible shot from Mitchell. Here comes Keon Wallace. Wallace bringing it down. Crossing over to his right off the Hardenstein screen. Wallace trying to draw the foul. They don't give it to him. Keon Wallace driving it down now. They kick it up top to Lou Dort. 3 over Ellis. Comes up short, but gets the friendly roll. Hit the front of the rim, rolled over the rim, hit the back of the rim, bounced straight up, and then fell through the basket for Lou Dort. Back-breaking shot for the Cavs. Harden a pull-up straightaway 3. Can't get that one to go. Jarrett Allen, the rebound, kicks it out to Merrill. Merrill up top, swings it out to Ellis. Ellis trying to get it to Harden. Does finally hand it off to him. Harden up top, shot clock down to 5. You got to go, brother. You got to go. You got to go. Gets it over to Ellis. You threw him a grenade. Dribble pull-up 3 over Chet Holmgren. Can't get it to go. But Jarrett Allen, another offensive rebound. and Donovan Mitchell pulls it out, and they're going to hold it for the final shot of the quarter. It's 11. My goal is under 10. It's 11, so Mitchell's got to get busy. Catches, pump fake, throws up the floater. Got it to go for Donovan Mitchell at the buzzer. And it's a 9-point game. Not bad at all. If I'm the Cavs, obviously I'm not happy I've had to make a 23-point comeback, but going into halftime at 9, I take a sigh of relief and I go, okay, 9-point deficit, 24 minutes of basketball remaining. No SGA, no J-Dub, no AJ Mitchell, right? So they don't have a real, true blue ball handler out there. Keon Wallace is solid, but that's not necessarily a thing he's proficient at. Same with a guy like Jared McCain, who just got to the team not too long ago at the deadline. So the Cavs should be able to apply some modicum of pressure. The three-point shot making for Oklahoma City obviously got them out to the big lead, and the inept offense from the Cavs and the great defense from the Thunder allowed them to get off to that big lead. But as the game has gone on, the Thunder have slowly chipped away at it, just like we talked about, and it's down to 9. That was the goal, 10 or under going into halftime. They got it to 9. All right, 9-point game, 24 minutes of basketball, made the best team win. Sebs said, must say second quarter OKC hit 25 and Cavs got 40. Is that really how it ended up? Let's take a look at it. This is our first game of the night. James Valentine said, I need Dallas Clippers. I have Clay over 12.5. Rooting for you, brother. I'm rooting for you. Chuck said, he said he never misses the Knicks and the next game. Nugs. Yeah, we do every single Knicks game as a Knicks fan. This channel started off as me just talking about the Knicks and covering the Knicks, and then we started streaming the Knicks games, and then it just kind of snowballed from there. I love basketball. I don't just love my Knicks. I love basketball as a sport. It's my favorite sport to watch. And I was watching, and I've always watched basketball even outside of watching the Knicks. What I've learned from this channel, one of the biggest revelations I've learned, is that there are people who like their team and they just watch their team, and that's it, which is kind of crazy to me. But I get it. Me, I'm a huge basketball fan, so I'm going to prioritize my favorite team, watching that team, the Knicks. But that does not mean that when we have an opportunity to watch and stream other games together, that we're not going to do so. So we got the Cavs Thunder here. We're doing Golden State, Denver right after this. Then we got about an hour break. At least we should, if it doesn't go into overtime. We got an hour break after that game, which I will eat and take care of myself and then get some water. And then we'll be right back for the Knicks game later tonight. Archie Gaming, what's up, Archie? So we wanted to look at this right here. So first quarter was 25-40. Second quarter was only 30, not 40. I was going to say, if it was 40 and they only scored 24, then it should be a tie game, but it wasn't. It was 30-24. So, like I said, this is probably going to be the best quarter OKC plays today, which is fine. A 40-point quarter is a 40-point quarter. It doesn't matter if it came in the first, second, third, or fourth. But the fact that it came in the first is at least a decent sign for the Cavs, because it means you have 3 other quarters to try and come back from that mistake or try to come back from that shooting variance. The Thunder could not miss from 3-point range in that first quarter. And also some bad defense from the Cavs, some great offense from the Thunder, some really good defense from the Thunder, and some really bad offense from the Cavs was a catalyst for that lead for the Thunder. And obviously a lot of that flipped in the second. They knocked 6 points off of the lead. It was a 15-point game as they crawled their way back from 23 down, got it to 15 at the end of one, which is solid, knocked another 6 points off of it. We're at a 9-point lead now, and you got 24 minutes. You got 2 other quarters, 2 12-minute quarters to make up for this 9-point deficit, which is not bad. They could have been playing a regular game. It could have been a back-and-forth affair, and then the Thunder could have got hot at the second quarter, and they would have went at halftime with a 9-point lead, and you would have been feeling bad about it. But instead, they got hot early. You were able to battle back and cut it down to 9, and you feel pretty good about a 9-point deficit going into the half. Like I said, you never want to feel good about a deficit, but when you trail by 23, adding in all the context of that, 23-point deficit is not that bad. Obviously, I don't have a dog in this fight, so I just want a good basketball game. Archie said, I'm back after mad long, and we're going to be live all day, Archie. We're going to be live all day. Many games as possible. Thunder dealing with a bunch of injuries and still finding a way to put up the level of offense that they have. 64 first half points for them. Obviously, like we said, a shooting variance game for them. They just can't miss from three tonight. We can take a look at it here. They are 14 for 22 from three. Those are video game numbers. That is insane. 14 for 22 from three, 64% for them. Obviously shooting way above their heads, way above their normal averages. They are a middling team from three-point range. Like, they're okay. But every now and again, they could have explosive nights like this where guys just can't miss, because they do have knockdown three-point shooters like Isaiah Joe, even an Aaron Wiggins, a Kason Wallace, a Lou Dort. Guys like that can get hot from three. On a night like tonight where everybody's hot from three, you get 14 for 22 from three-point range. The fact that the Cavs were able to survive that, and it wasn't even off of a great answer to the three-point shooting. They're 5 of 22. They've taken the same amount of threes, and they've hit 9 less three-pointers, and yet it's only a 9-point game. This is not looking good for the Thunder, if I'm being honest, looking at these stats. Not looking good at all. They also won the possession battle, which is very important in winning a basketball game, is seeing who's winning the possession battle. Cavs took 46 shots, Thunder took 41. We'll see how that plays out the remainder of the game. Free throws are also about even. So you start thinking, okay, how, and they made one less shot than the Thunder. Okay, how did they get it back to a 9-point lead, right? Part of that is 8 of their three-point makes came in the, or 9 of their three-point makes came, 8 or 9, came in the first quarter. Since then, they slowed down a little bit in the second, and the Cavs started to get going in that second quarter, and they cut it to 9. Sean said, what's the Thunder record at home? At home, they are 23-6. You can see it up here, brother. See it right here. They are 23-6, 43-14 on the season, 23-6 at home. Cavs are 17-10 on the road. Jetro said, D. Mitchell would get a double-double. I mean, I don't know if he's going to get a double-double. He does not have an assist so far here tonight. But he's going to have to get 25-plus, 30-plus in order for them to have a chance. He's going to have to get going offensively, for sure. He's going to have to lead the way in that regard. Blessing. What's up, Blessing? Cleveland definitely comes back for the win. Second half defense will kick in. I mean, they already figured some things out and started to play significantly better. And some of that three-point shooting that dominated the first quarter started to cool off in the second for the Thunder. We'll see if they can keep it up in the second half here. Drew said, do you think Allen will get 11 more points? Maybe. David Hodge Jr. said, what's good? What's good, David? What's good? King Samarsar? What's up, King? How many points did Chet Holmgren have? Chet Holmgren has 9 points. 9.7 rebounds. He had 7 points in the first quarter, only 2 in the second. Blessing said, I'm back from last night, double overtime. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nixon NYC, what's up, Nixon? Cool, what's up, Cool? Yeah, like I said, both teams shot the same amount of free throws. Thunder have hit 2 less, 6 for 9 from the free throw line. Rebounds also about even. Offensive rebounds about even. The Cavs grabbed 2 more offensive rebounds than the Thunder. Assists go to the Thunder, 17-12. Steals, 8-7. Blocks, 2-1. Total turnovers, tied at 11. So, honestly, mostly even. Actually, the Cavs have scored 9 more points off of the turnovers that they forced the Thunder in. So, that goes a long way to getting easy baskets. Points in the paint, 30-16. So the Thunder, this is not a good sign for the Thunder. Very reliant on jump shooting so far tonight. They have 16 points in the paint of their 64. That's not good. That's not good at all. Obviously, part of it is also the fact that they've just hit everything from 3. But 16 points in the paint is not good. You want as a pretty even distribution. You usually want to dominate the paint. And the Cavs have done that. They've gotten more than half of their points coming inside the paint. 30 points for them out of 55 is all right. All right, that is where they're making their money here tonight. As you can see here, the Thunder got off to an early lead, got up to a 9-0 start or 11-0 start, something like that. 9-0 start. Yeah, they got off to a 9-0 start. Harden hit the floater, and then they knocked down another 3. And then it was 11-2. But 23 was their largest lead. Cavs haven't yet to lead tonight. They've led for 98% of the game. 100% of the game, really. Technically, 2% of the game, it was tied at 0-0. Rio Thomas, see what's up, Thomas? Do you think Mitchell would get at least 3 assists? Maybe. David said, feeling better today, Knicks, but not convinced. I mean, there's really nothing they can do to change the way I feel about them. It's been mostly the same majority of the season, but the Cavs, the Detroit losses and the way that they've lost, David, have made me go, it's the first time I felt like, I don't know if they could beat them in a 7-game series, So I think it's changed a little bit the way I feel about my Knicks team, but not by much. I'm still pretty confident that they can make a finals run and really win the championship this year, but a lot's going to have to go their way for sure. A dark horse championship team. Seb said, can't wait for Warriors Nuggets. Finally watching an early Warriors game, 8:30 p.m. Isn't, but it's the earliest it can get. So yeah, let's go Warriors. And I'll be staying here for sure. Appreciate you, Sebs. Appreciate you. Williams World, what's up, Williams? Shea hurt? Shea is hurt, and he's going to be out at least another week, they said, so he'll miss another 3 or 4 games. Sean said, do you think there would be a tournament for the weakest team to play for the number 1 pick to stop tanking? No, I don't think it would stop tanking, and no, I don't think a tournament would be a very good idea. I think it's actually a very, very, very silly idea. Why the heck would players play hard for the opportunity to draft their replacement in a number 1 draft pick? I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me, right? Like if you were, think about this. If you were the Chicago Bulls, why would the players on the Chicago Bulls, other than Matas Buzelis, why would any of those other guys play hard in a tournament so that the Bulls can draft, Darren Peterson and then trade everybody on the Bulls because now we're building around Darren Peterson and now you make yourself expendable. A tournament doesn't make sense in the lottery. The fix for the lottery is very simple. I talked about this before when it became a big talking point, but the fix for the lottery is very simple. All it really requires is for Adam Silver to have a backbone. That's it. All he has to do is severely punish 1 team, maybe 2. That's all he's got to do. He's just got to go to the Utah Jazz and be like, oh, you think you're going to be allowed to sit healthy players in the 4th quarter? How about this? Your pick is now locked at 14. You're no longer in the lottery. Is it a harsh punishment? Yeah. Is it overly harsh punishment? Absolutely. But if you want to curb tanking in the NBA, you're just going to have to overly punish them, right? You go to the Wizards and you go, oh, you guys think you're going to sit healthy players? You think you're going to sit Trae Young and not play him 1 time? Sit Anthony Davis, not play him 1 time for your fan base after trading for them? At the deadline? How about this? Overly punished. Now your pick is locked at 13. Now you're not even a part of the lottery. And you know what teams will start doing in the future? Stop tanking. You know how I know that will work? Because David Stern used to do it all the time, right? How did David Stern stop teams from fighting in the NBA? He didn't change the rule. Well, he changed the rule technically, but he didn't drastically change the way the game is played. All he said was, okay, 15-game suspension if you get into a fight. And if you take 1 step onto the court, whether you're involved or not, you're suspended a game too. And it completely altered the Knicks in the 90s when they had a legit chance to win a championship that year. Altered that series against Miami, and they ended up losing it. It completely altered the season. What season was it? Was it 04? Where the Suns were the favorite to win the championship that year. It altered that series as well. And the Suns ended up losing to the Spurs in that series. And it completely changed NBA history. And you know what? That doesn't happen anymore? Fights where players get up off the bench. Doesn't happen anymore. Because David Stern overly punished 2 teams for it. And every other team was like, okay, nobody ever step on the court ever again. If you want to curb tanking, just have a backbone. Make a tough decision. Nixon, what's up, Nixon? What do you think? What do I think about what? What'd you say? Somebody said Brown is playing mind games with Detroit, so they'll have a big head in the playoffs. While we've seen all they have already. No. The Pistons are that good. They don't like the Knicks, and they have pounded them into the ground every time they play. And they have the best record in the NBA for a reason. They didn't luck into that. They didn't, magically wander into that. That is who they are. And so it will be extremely tough. The road to the finals goes through Detroit. They are the favorite coming out of the East. If you want to make it to the NBA Finals, you got to find a way to beat Detroit, whether it's the first round, the second round, or the conference finals. Toolson said, facts, punish the teams who tank on purpose. The fans who pay tickets to see their favorite players. Then they get there, late scratch, shake my head, it's messed up. It's also messed up when you get there and you're watching, like what the Jazz did. Like, they were playing extremely well. Lauri Markkanen and Jaren Jackson Jr. were hooping, and then out of nowhere, they're like, yeah, they're not going to play at all in the fourth quarter. And it's like, oh, it is February. We're not even waiting till April anymore, or the end of March. It is crazy to do that, in my opinion. So a fine, listen, they will pay a fine every game to the end of the season if it means that it gives them a good chance of either drafting Peterson, DeBansta, or Boozer, or Wilson, or wherever, any of the other top 3 or 4 candidates in the draft. They will gladly pay that fine if it means that they can get those players, because they'll make that money back on the other end. Cleveland Lover, what's up, Cleveland? Francisco Lara, what's up, Francisco? Sean said, same for tanking, smart guy, the guy who's still taking your spot. I don't know who that is, brother. Wyland Brown, what's up, Wyland? I got a wild parlay: Cavs win, Raptors win, Nuggets win, Hawks win, Timberwolves win, Knicks win, Magic win. Rooting for you, brother. Rooting for you. Blind Dad Music, what's up, Blind Dad Music? Did Shea get hurt? Shea got hurt about 2 weeks ago, brother. He's going to be out at least another week, they said. All right, here we go. Looks like we're going to get checked back in for the third quarter here. All right, here we go. Jay Will hands it off to Holmgren. Holmgren has it up top, being guarded by Mitchell. They get it over to Wallace. Wallace being guarded by Mobley on a switch. He's going to look to take advantage, step back, fall away, foul line jumper, comes up short. Jarrett Allen with the rebound, over to Harden, over to Mitchell. Mitchell bringing it down. It's a good start. They got to stop. It's a 9-point game. Can you get it closer? Keon Wallace jumps the passing lane against Mobley, kicks it out to Merrill, an open 3. Knock me down, Merrill. Knock me down, Sam Merrill. It's a 6-point game. I can't do math. It's a 6-point game. Here we go. It's 6. Dort has it up top. They get over to Jay Will. Hartenstein's out. What happened to Hartenstein? They get over to Jay Will. Cross-court pass to Wallace. They get it over to Dort. Dort a straightaway 3. Mitchell dares him to shoot it, and Lou Dort makes him pay. Gotta close out harder than that, Donovan Mitchell. I know that's Lou Dort. He's not shooting it well this year, but you can't give him the open look. Mitchell has it up top, dancing with it. Coming to his left off the Allen screen. Down the lane to the basket. Kicks it out to Mobley. Mobley left corner 3. He's also not a good three-point shooter. They dare him to shoot. He obliges, and he can't get it to go down. And to compound the issue, it goes over the backboard and out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Thunder. Jay Palomino, what's up, Jay? Need a better half here. Cavs need 3.5, 3.5 to win. Parlay time. I don't know. I think Cleveland might have this one, man. Suns Gen said Chet doing unpaid work. Dort has it on the right wing up top to Wallace. Looks like the Cavs are back in this 2-3 zone. They swing it up top to Lou Dort for a wide open 3. But before he even shoots it, they call a foul on Harden, running over Jay Will, trying to set an off-ball screen. So Isaiah Joe inbounded here. Gets it into Wallace. They are back in this 2-3 zone. They give up a wide open 3 to Jay Will. Misses it long. Sam Merrill with the rebound. Here comes Mitchell. Mitchell hit ahead to Merrill. Merrill left wing pull up 3. Sam Merrill is getting it going. 2 straight 3s for Sam Merrill. Back to 6 it goes. Keon Wallace has it up top. Pass fake, kicks it out to Dort. Dort, extra pass, Chet Holmgren, wide open right corner 3. I don't like this zone. He misses it. Long rebound out to Harden. I don't like the zone from the Cavs. They're giving up too many open 3s, but they get it over to Merrill. Merrill, pump fakes, driving it down. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Oh, Sam Merrill is feeling it. Oh, Sam Merrill is feeling it. 8 straight points for Merrill. It's a 4-point game. Lou Dort bringing it down on the right wing. Now coming to his left. Has it up top. Swings it out to Wallace. And a loose ball foul. It is a 4-point game. Sean said, did Tyson get his minutes took? A little bit. Keon Wallace has it up top, attacking to his right, gets caught in the air, kicks it out the door, extra pass to Jay Will. Jay Will, cross-court pass to Joe, sets his feet and fires from 3. Isaiah Joe can't get it to go. Thunder have come out and started launching threes. They had open ones, but they've only hit one so far. Missed the rest. Mitchell pump fakes, sprays it out to Mobley. Mobley attacking to his left, down the lane, gets caught in the air, leaves it off for Allen. Back to Mobley. Mobley being guarded by Holmgren, swings through to his right. Stop, leans in, pivots, fall away, over him. God, the goal for Mobley. It's a 2-point game, y'all. It's a 2-point game and a timeout for the Thunder. Here we go. Now we got a basketball game, folks. Now we got a basketball game. Kamia Hall, what's up, Kamia? Primetime idiots, what's up, Primetime? I need Allen to turn it up in points. I don't know if you're going to get that, but Sons Jen said, I love basketball. I love basketball so much, man. I don't know how you can watch football and get this level of excitement from football. Now, I like football, but I just think basketball is the best sport in the world. I don't know how you can watch football and get this level of excitement from it. Every single play, I'm on the edge of my seat. Seb said, I said Cavs were winning from the start. Some of you people were still on the Cavs train for sure, even after that 23-point deficit. Mark Mitchell said Allen needs to score some more points. I mean, he just needs to keep doing what he's doing. Setting good screens, grabbing good, strong rebounds. Protecting the rim. That's exactly what he needs to do. Spence gonna get? What's up, Spence? Momentum is everything. Absolutely. Absolutely. Momentum going both ways too, right? So Cleveland's building momentum where shots are starting to fall and they're feeling good about their offense, but also momentum for the Cavs going the other way where one or two guys start missing shots and now all of a sudden that becomes contagious and the momentum is going the other way where now nobody can buy a basket even if you're wide open. Andrea Crawford said facts, football is way slower. Football is way slower. I like football. I don't love football. I like football. I watch football. Basketball is my love though. I love basketball. Jeff Brown, what's up, Jeff? Let's go Cavs. Yes, sir. James said they need to take Chet out. I mean, Chet had 7 early points to start the game, and he was rocking and rolling. He has not done much since. Still stuck on 9. Has yet to be in double figures. Cranen said, helps you if the Cavs lose? It does. I want a good basketball game. That means the Cavs win. That means the Cavs win. I want a good basketball game. I want a good ending. I want a good basketball game. The best thing to happen for me is if the Cavs battle all the way back and this is a close game all the way to the end and then the Thunder win on the buzzer beater. That's what would be best for me. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. I'm out. The Knicks haven't given me enough confidence to really care about the standings anymore. Because they've been that erratic this season. So just get me to the playoffs. Just get me to the playoffs healthy with as good of a record as you can get, and then we'll go from there. With the way the Knicks have matched up against Detroit this season, I'd prefer the 2 or the 4 seed, meaning we wouldn't have to see Cleveland until the conference finals. But it don't matter. Talk to all said no football slander. I mean, I like football, but I don't love football. Definitely love basketball more. The Flea said that's the best mindset for our own mental health. Absolutely. Absolutely. It has been a tumultuous season for Knicks fans, for sure. Seb said, I have to say NFL football, not soccer. Those sports are slower, whilst basketball, you always need to pay attention. It's chaos. That's why I love basketball. Me too, brother. Me too. Well said. Well said. Munction. What's up, Munction? Let's go Cavs. Yes, sir. Here we go. Back into it. Keon Wallace can't get the layup to go. Great rebound from Jarrett Allen. Mitchell crosses over down the lane. Scoop play with the right hand. Got it to go. We're tied. Got it to go. We're tied. Oh, my goodness. Hit ahead to Keon Wallace. Merrill jumped the passing lane. Merrill saying it's off of Wallace. And they get it into Lou Dort. Merrill was hoping they would challenge it. They don't. They're in like this 3-2 zone. J. Will has it, throws up the floater, comes up well short, well defended. Nope, not well defended. They call the foul. J. Will will go to the foul line for 2. Ravens with the Ravens. What do you think about Maxey getting the most steals this year? I don't know where he ranks in that list, but he is a thief. Maybe. Sure. J. Will knocks down. Did he knock down the first free throw or did he miss it? I was too busy reading chat. J-Will does knock down the second free throw. Here comes James Harden bringing it down. Thunder with a 1-point lead. He split the free throws, missed the first one. Under 9 to go. Harden coming to his left. Stops, turns inside to Jarrett Allen with a big one-handed hammer. Where's the foul, too? Chet Holmgren coming all in his airspace. There you go. Cleveland's first lead of the game, 69-68. They've taken the lead. Now they got to hold on to the lead, even build the lead, and get this victory. They swing it out to Isaiah Joe, a deep straightaway three over Harden. Way off, can't get it to go. Thunder settling for some very bad perimeter shots. We talked about what happens if the Thunder shots slow down, and they are slowing down. Mitchell leans in, step back three. Ooh, halfway down, can't get it to go. Thunder catch a bit of a break there. Lou Dort with the rebound, bringing it down the other way. Dort dancing around the Holmgren screen. Pulls it out up top. They're trying to get it to Holmgren and knocked out of bounds by Mitchell. Cleveland now with the lead, putting the pressure on the Thunder offensively to make some shots. Yer, what's up, Yer? Happy to see you, brother. Sinks, what's up, Sinks? Wallace has it up top. Get it over to Holmgren. Holmgren doesn't have space for the three. He's being guarded by Merrill. Again, they're in the zone. He blows past him, gets into the paint, kicks out the door, pump fakes, driving to his left, in the paint, goes up, reverse layup. Not reverse layup, but scoop up and under layup. Got it to go. And the foul. And the foul. He's going to the foul line for one more. Bad defense from Mobley. You got to step in there, Mobley. You got to step in there. Chet Holmgren was doing... Hardenstein checking into the game here. All right. I thought Hardenstein was out. He started the game and then didn't start the second half. Maybe they're just trying to split up the Chet Holmgren-Hardenstein dynamic, but... Talk to us at you're good at this commentating thing. Appreciate you, man. Others are hard to listen to. Might be your calling to be courtside calling Knicks games. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you. I don't know why they went to the monitor. Maybe to see if he got it off in time before the buzzer sounded. Either way, foul on Mobley. Bucket made for Dort. One free throw coming. True Waiver said, which team is your favorite? I am a Knicks fan. I am a Knicks fan. We will be covering the Knicks game later tonight as well. Lou Dort got the layup to go. He's at the foul line for one more. And he misses it. James Harden with the rebound. Missed free throws could be the death of you. And the Thunder have definitely missed a bunch of free throws tonight. Harden gets it over to Allen. Allen hands it off to Harden. Harden driving to his right. Pocket pass to Jarrett Allen. Jarrett Allen gets the floater. They're getting Jarrett Allen loose here in the second half. They're finding the areas. He's knocking down floaters now. Uh-oh. They get over to Hardenstein up top, being guarded by Jarrett Allen. Spins, coming to his right, hands it off to Holmgren. Holmgren dancing with it against Allen, crosses over in the mid-range, pump fake, fall away, mid-range jumper, in and out, can't get it to go. Hardenstein knocks it out of bounds, and it's going to go back to the Cavs. Harden has it up top. They get it over to Allen. They call the foul on Hardenstein. A lot of hacking and whacking away to start the quarter. OKC's already in the bonus, by the way. My goodness. Francisco said, will Harden get 20? What does Harden have right now? He's got 9. Can he get 11 more? Probably. That's James Harden right there. The Flea said, I fell asleep, can't believe we came back. Yes, sir. K Hazy, what's up, K Hazy? Will the Cavs win? I think they have the advantage. Was surprised at the start of the game, but it was just a crazy shooting variance for the Thunder. And since then, should be close going all the way to the end. Harden has it on the right wing, being guarded by Keon Wallace, putting his head down, attacking in the paint, and throws it to nobody. Holmgren able to easily pick it off. Here comes Keon Wallace pushing it the other way. Gets it over to Isaiah Joe. Harden does a good job hustling back and closing out the airspace. They try to get it to Joe, and a late foul on Harden, holding on to Joe, trying to cut back door on him. So that'll be 2 free throws because they're in the bonus. Jason said, of course they came back. Welcome to the NBA. I mean, you had to expect they would come back in some regard. Maybe not this quickly or this early, but with no SGA, no J-Dub, no Keon Wallace, no A.J. Mitchell, it was surprising they got off to the early start. And they got off to the early start because they could not miss from 3 to start the game. Hit 8 or 9 3-pointers in the first quarter, right? That'll get you to a nice lead. But you had to expect Cleveland who's mostly healthy. The only guy they're missing today is Max Strus, was going to be able to find a way to get back into this game in some regard. Whether it was going to be a fake comeback or a real comeback the way it is now, they were going to be back into it at some point. They knocked down both free throws. Allen tries to kick it out to Harden, gets knocked out of the air by Keon Ellis, and going to go the other way for the easy slam. And just like that, OKC back up by 3. Harden gets it over to Merrill, swing it over to Wade. Wade hands it off to Merrill. Merrill being chased by Isaiah Joe. Get it over to Jarrett Allen. Allen up top, hands it off to Merrill. Merrill coming to his right, back to Allen in the paint, throws up the floater. Can't get it to go. Dean Wade and Chet Holmgren battling for the rebound, knocked out of bounds. They're going to give it back to the Cavs, and Chet Holmgren can't believe it. But they're going to give it back to the Cavs here. Shoken said, what about the $700 Knicks money line? I told you yesterday. You said, I don't know about that. And then I told you Cavs plus 14.5 first half spread, and you said, I don't know about that. I mean, I'm not a betting person, so I literally don't know about that, brother. Allen hands it off to Schroeder, catches, pump fake, driving to his left, slips and falls, and a foul. Foul on Isaiah Joe. So they get their feet tied up. Yours said, Shea, back next week. Win streak incoming? He should be back next week. They said 1 more week, so that's another 3 or 4 games or so. So they get it in the Merrill. Merrill being guarded by McCain in the paint. Throws up the floater. Way off on that one. Battle for the loose ball rebound. Isaiah Joe able to pick it up. And here comes Joe bringing it down the other way. Approaching the halfway point of this quarter. Hartenstein up top. Hands it off to Holmgren. 74-71 now. 3-point lead for the Thunder. Holmgren picks up his dribble. Spinning. Kicks it out to Joe. Pump fakes. Driving to his left. In the lane. Kicks it out. McCain, a 3 over Schroeder. Can't get it to go. And it goes over the backboard. And out of bounds. Jetro said, is Josh Hart playing later? Josh Hart should be playing later. I didn't hear anything about him not playing. Kendra Dixon. What's up, Kendra? Desi Travel. What's up, Travel? Schroeder straightaway 3. Got it to go. We're back tied at 74. Here we go. 5:40 to go. Keon Wallace has it on the right wing, coming to his left at the Hartenstein screen, in the lane, throws up the floater. Too strong, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound, knocked out of Hartenstein's hands. Harden able to pick it up. Quick hit ahead to Schroeder, crossing over, down the lane, lefty layup, gets blocked by Holmgren. Schroeder calling for a goaltend, he doesn't get it. Keon Wallace spins in the lane, gets into the paint. They swing it around. McCain, wide open left wing 3, and he gets it to go. Big time swing there. Now round 5 to go, Harden up top looking for an answer. Coming to his right, on the right wing. Now in the corner. Just throws up the shot looking for the foul, and they give him the foul. He just threw it up there. He didn't even really shoot it. But they gave him the foul. Bail him out a little bit there. Oh, that is a goaltend on Chet Holmgren if I've ever seen one. That sucks for Cleveland. That is the swing. Should have been a goaltend on Holmgren. They don't call it. And then it allows the Thunder to get out and run the other way and end up with a wide open look for McCain, who knocks it down. A 5-point swing. Harden's at the foul line for 2 free throws. Yours said stream the Lakers versus Boston game? No thanks, brother. We're going to stream Denver playing the Warriors. Harden at the foul line for 2. Misses the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Dib Keith. What's up, Keith? Ashmel Knowles. What's up, Ashmel? Where are you from? Where are you streaming? I'm in the northeast area of the United States, brother. Harden knocks down the second free throw at least. It's a 2-point game, 77-75. Thunder up by 2. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Wallace gets it over to Hartenstein. Jarrett Allen tried to get the steals. He jumped the lane. They get it back to Wallace. Bullet pass inside the Hartenstein for the 2-handed slam. Jarrett Allen can't gamble like that, man. Can't gamble like that. Just continue to play solid defense. You're playing good, solid defense in the half court. You don't have to gamble like that. Harden coming to his left off the screen, off the Allen screen, down the lane to the rim. Tried to leave it off for Jarrett Allen at the last second, then knocked out of bounds by the Thunder. They're going to keep it here with the Cavs. Let me blow my nose real quick. They get it into Schroeder. Schroeder has it up top. Coming to his left off a Tyson screen. Pocket pass to Tyson, who mishandles the pass. Bad pass from Schroeder. Tyson just got to catch that. Down the lane is Isaiah Joe, who gets stripped. And they can't save it from going out of bounds, so it'll stay here with the Thunder. 4:30 to go. James Brown, what's up, James? I put 3,000 in the Cavs. Come on. Room for you, brother. Ashmel said, where's Evan Mobley? Is he on a minutes restriction? I don't know if he's on a minutes restriction. Maybe he could be. He just came back from the injury. But, yeah, he subbed out. I think he's been on trajectory for regular minutes distribution tonight. I don't know. But he's on the bench right now. They get it into Isaiah Joe. Step back three over Keon Ellis. Got it to go. Isaiah Joe has been monstrous today from the perimeter. Here comes Donovan Mitchell, who's just checked back in. Mitchell has it up top, directing traffic. Thunder find themselves back up by 7. Mitchell gets trapped, kicks it over to Ellis. Ellis, good movement, and knocks down the floater. Good movement to make himself available after they doubled Mitchell in the corner there. Hardenstein hands it off to McCain. McCain driving to his right, behind his back, coming to his left. Pulls it all the way back out, being guarded by Schroeder. Good pressure, and then a foul on Dennis Schroeder. And then Dennis Schroeder and Jared McCain got something to say to each other. Don't know if it was friendly or competitive or what, but they had something to say. Francisco said Mobley's not doing good. Yeah, he hasn't been great. Hasn't been great today. Double A Pokemon. What's up, Double? Allen, please, one more rebound. I mean, we got a whole 4 minutes and whole 16 minutes of basketball left to play. I'm sure he'll get another rebound. McCain knocks down the first free throw. They are in the bonus, so he gets 2 free throws here. The Flea said, the best part about living abroad is I don't have access to NBA gambling. That is pretty good for you. Yours said that game's going to be boring. You know what game is going to be boring? Any Lakers game involving Luka Doncic. Reggae, what's up, Reggae? Nuggets versus Warriors already over. Why stream? Because the Warriors are fun to watch and the Nuggets are fun to watch. Mitchell, Euro steps down the lane and knocks down a floater. McCain did knock down both free throws. 3:40 to go. McCain bringing it down. Up top, crosses over, behind the back, step back, pump fake, tries to step through, he's got nowhere to go. Out to Hardenstein, off to Joe. Joe steps back on the left wing, dancing with it. Cross-court pass to McCain, being guarded by Wade. McCain dancing with it up top, crosses over to his right, hesitation, now driving it down, blows past Mitchell, can't get the scoop layup to go. Hardenstein knocks the rebound right into Schroeder's hands. Schroeder pushing, putting his head down, attacking in the paint, gets fouled, he's going to the foul line for 2. Dennis Schroeder just running right into the defender. It's like, if you're not going to draw the charge, then you're going to foul me, and I'm just going to go right to the rim. He draws the foul. He's going to the foul line for 2. Conrad said they need to put Ellis on Joe. They do have Ellis on Joe to start, but there's so much off-ball movement and so much screening from the Thunder that eventually they find a cross-match for him. Ashmiel said, who do you think will win? I don't know. Feel pretty good about Cleveland, but you never know. Ninja Warrior, what's up, Ninja? Sense a bit of Lakers hate. I don't like them, but that is a much better game. It's probably going to be a better matchup because they're both healthier, but I don't particularly like watching Luka Doncic play basketball personally. I think he's a very boring basketball player to watch. He's incredible. He's fantastic. One of the best players in the league. I just think he's very boring to watch. We've tried watching Lakers games in the past. They're snooze fest. They are, walking from one free throw line to the next free throw line. Because they're also not very good defensively, so they hack and whack away. And so they're sending guys to the foul line, and they're going to the foul line themselves. And it just becomes watching one team shoot 30 free throws and watching the other team shoot 30 free throws, and neither team happy about the officiating that game. And it's just like, all right, man. It's just a boring game to watch. Good team, great players, but I'm good on the experience of it. Mitchell gets the steal down the lane, leaves it off for Ellis for the easy layup, and it's back to a one-point game. Here comes Aaron Wiggins bringing it down against Keon Ellis. He has it up top, gets it over to Hardenstein. Hardenstein hands it off to Ellis. Ellis catches. Ellis is guarding Wiggins. Wiggins pump fakes down the lane, throws up the floater, can't get it to go. Loose ball rebound over to Kenrich Williams, though, and he's able to lay it up and in. Here comes Mitchell bringing it down the other way, 2:40 to go. My timer going? My timer's not going. 2:40 to go. Mitchell gets it over to Wade. Wade dribbling it down against Hardenstein. Gets it over to Tyson. Tyson, the three's been quiet all night. And there you go. He just makes himself heard. Knocking down that left wing three. We're tied at 86. Kenrich Williams up top being guarded by Tyson. Gets it over to Hardenstein. Hardenstein up top. Hands it off to Dort. Dort, straightaway three over Wade. Gave him some space. Fires, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Ball knocked loose. Still fighting for it. Still fighting for it. Still fighting for it. Out of bounds. Going to Cleveland. Really scrappy game so far. After the initial 23-point lead, Cavs have crawled all the way back, and now we got a basketball game, baby. Now we got a basketball game. Leia Bean said, you're a Laker hater? I would very much love to watch the Lakers if they played an entertaining style of basketball. I don't find it entertaining, so I'm not going to watch it. The Flea said Mitchell 8 for 11. My goodness, he's been hooping. He's been hooping. Ninja Warrior said this one is good. This is a very good game. A very good game. Critical Vibes. What's up, Critical? Do you think Harden will get one more rebound? Maybe. Mark Mitchell said, is Allen coming back in? Allen will probably come back in, yes. Here said, dang, I love watching Luka. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's a phenomenal basketball player. He's one of the best players in the league. It's just not my cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea. Spence said, it doesn't seem to be the hating more of a basketball fan and some play styles aren't someone's speed. Yeah, I mean, we've done Lakers games. We've watched Lakers games. And they weren't very fun streams to do. The games are very long. Like I said, they become free throw fests. Luka jumps into players and then looks at the refs and says, give me the foul call. And I'm like, all right, here we go. Back to the foul line we go. It's not for me. Great player, good team. Just didn't have fun doing them. We've tried doing Lakers games. We've tried. We did Lakers games earlier in the season, especially around the NBA Cup. You said Thunder might go back to back. They're doing this with bench players. They are. I mean, they're the best team in the league. They're the best team in the league. They got better by adding Jared McCain. They finally got Nikola Topic back after all that he's been through. They're gonna have Thomas Sorber next season. He was their first round pick, a lottery pick, I believe. I believe it was the 14th pick, end of the lottery. They're gonna get Thomas Sorber back next season, right? He was ruled out for the entirety of this season with an injury. If you guys don't know Thomas Sorber was a Georgetown big man, a center. They'll probably lose Hardenstein at some point, either next season or the season after that, or they'll look to trade him for assets. But they could fill his role in with Thomas Sorber to some degree. Depending on how good Thomas Sorber is. We don't know how good he is yet, but he's good. He's good, right? His film is good. His tape is good. He's an analytics darling type of center, right? Same way as Hardenstein is. Okay, so unfortunately, Lonzo has not been good. Schroeder's good. Schroeder's good. Lonzo has not been good this year. I did see a podcast clip of him, unfortunately, talking about how he got scapegoated a little bit in Cleveland. And he said, trust me, the issues on the team weren't mostly from a guy taking 4 shots a game. And I was like, that was part of the issue, Lonzo. You needed to take more shots, and you needed to make more shots, and you didn't do either of those things. You took very few shots, and you made very few shots. And that was a big issue for the Cavs. Mojo, what's up, Mojo? Leia Bean said Thunder spend their games at the line, especially Shea. And guess what? Shea's not playing today. Jalen Tyson has it up top. Gets it over to Mitchell. Mitchell driving to his right. Hero steps down the lane. Gets blocked at the rim. Here comes Kenrich Williams bringing it down the other way. Kenrich Williams gets it over to Aaron Wiggins. Wiggins has it up top. Coming to his right. Hesitates. Spins off of him. Ball knocked out of his hands, but right into Holmgren. Holmgren has it on the right wing, being backed down by Wade. Good defense from Wade. Holmgren not really covering too much ground. Goes up, gets blocked. He's looking for the foul call, but that's a weak move right there from Holmgren. Good defense from Wade. Tyson hands it off to Mitchell. Mitchell walks into the left wing three. Can't get it to go. Didn't love that shot. Battle for the rebound. The Fleas with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Fleas. He said, like the stream. Appreciate you, Fleas. If you guys are enjoying the show so far, hit the like button. Hit that thumbs up button and like the stream. I'd very much appreciate it. It's by far the best thing you do to show support. Thank you, guys. Thank you, the Fleas. Kenrich Williams has it up top, being guarded by Keon Ellis. Hop steps in the lane. Ball knocked out of his hands, and then off of Kenrich Williams. What a defensive play from Keon Ellis. Cavs bringing the ball down the other way. They're out there with Schroeder, Ellis, Wade, Mitchell, and Tyson. Very small ball lineup out here, with Wade essentially playing center. Schroeder has it up top to get it over to Mitchell. Mitchell being guarded by Dort, coming to his right, trying to draw the foul. They don't give it to him. Mitchell flailing, flopping in the air, looking for the foul call. They don't give it to him. J. Will has it up top, being guarded by Tyson. They get it over to Wiggins. Wiggins being guarded by Keon Ellis. 40 seconds to go. Wiggins dancing with it, coming to his left against Wade on a switch. Fall away mid-range jumper in the paint. Got it to go for Aaron Wiggins. Just methodically worked his way into the paint to the spot he needed to get to and just turn around and knock down the shot. Schroeder has it on the left wing. He's going to dance around a Wade screen. Pulls it back out. Holmgren switches onto him. They get over to Tyson, back to Schroeder. Schroeder is an uber-confident backup guard. He's going to look to dance, crosses over, bullet pass inside to Ellis, inside pass to Tyson, floater comes up short, battle on the glass for the rebound, and Holmgren able to grab it and gets fouled by Tyson. That's a bad foul from Tyson. He just slaps at the arms and just fouls him. A little bit of a frustration foul, but that's going to give Holmgren 2 free throws here. You give him 3 points. Kay Hazy said, I hate those jacked up threes. He hasn't really shot it too well from three-point range this year. He's had a ton of success going to the rim. Don't love Donovan Mitchell settling for that three before. Also, this three here, he's trying to draw the foul on Lou Dort. Just go get me a basket, man. Just go get me a basket. Your offense is working. You're moving the ball around well. You're generating good looks. You don't have to flail for the foul. Harden and Merrill are going to come in here for the final 11 seconds of the quarter. Holmgren does knock down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Sink said Mobley not getting his normal minutes. Yeah, he's just coming back from the injury. Might be on a minutes restriction. Jananam, what's up, Jananam? Is this rigged or is OKC going to take it? I need someone to tell me everything's going to be all right. I can tell you it's not rigged, brother. The Flea said Harden back. Don't sleep on his fourth quarter ability. Holmgren knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Comes up short. Tyson with the rebound. 3-point game. 8 seconds to go. Mitchell will bring it down and probably wait for the last shot here. Harden up top. Sidestep behind the back to Mitchell. Shot clock running down. Straight away three. Way off. Was off balance when he took it. Had to rush it. And that will be the end of the three quarters. OKC walks to the fourth quarter with a 3-point lead. Throw 12 minutes on the clock. May the best team win. Wapo? What's up, Wapo? How they've been playing this season? Been living under a rock? Which side, Wapo? Which side? As far as the Cavs go, they started off really slow, dealing with a ton of injuries, made a bunch of, and were kind of middling a little bit for most of the season, then started to get it going a little bit as guys started to get healthy. And then at the trade deadline, they made a big swing, traded Darius Garland for James Harden. They traded a couple of role guys that weren't working out, like Lonzo Ball, for Keon Ellis, who's an analytics darling, and Dennis Schroeder, who's a solid backup guard. And they've kind of been playing extremely well ever since. They were down 23 earlier today and come all the way back. Still a 3-point deficit, but they have taken the lead at some point in that third quarter. As far as the Thunder go, they've just been solid all year. They started the season 24-1. And then they hit a little bit of a rough spot. Now they're dealing with a bunch of injuries. So they've kind of been a little up and down, but they're still sitting at 43-14, and the Cavs are 36-21. Anthony, what's up, Anthony? Cleveland will win by 6. Tyler said, should have kept Garland. I mean, I don't know. I think Garland's already been ruled out by the He's already been ruled out by the Clippers for the rest of the season. And it's not like the Clippers have incentive to tank. They don't own their pick. So they have no incentive to tank, actually. Zero. They actually have an incentive to play as much as possible so that they don't give the Thunder a high lottery pick here, because that's who will get their pick. Tay Cowboys, what's up, Tay? James said, only if they took out Chet the rest of the game. J.K. Rogg said, fight all game to tie it up, and Mitchell just starts checking threes. Cool. Yeah, didn't love some of his shot selection there. It was really, really iffy there. Hopefully they clean it up here in this fourth quarter. Would hate to see all this effort go by the wayside because they just started chucking threes. It'd be weird. Singh said, where did Lonzo go? I think Lonzo ultimately ended up in like Utah, and then they bought his contract out, and I think he's technically a free agent now, which nobody has picked him up. And I don't think a team will. Tyler said, I'm taking a no-knee Garland over Harden. I mean, he was not playing well this season. He probably wasn't going to be healthy for the playoff run, and then you would have had nobody. So would you rather, it's not even like no-knee Garland. It's like, would you rather have nobody for the playoff run or James Harden? Like, at a certain point, you're going for the championship this season for the Cavs. You got to take the healthy player at least, right? And I have the same reservations about Harden. But they were talking about maybe getting special insoles for Darius Garland with like a metal plate in it so that he could actually play on his injured toe and foot that he's been dealing with all season. And at that point, you're just like, okay, we're not winning a championship with that guy. We got to make a move. So there was a technical, apparently, because the start of the fourth quarter here, Chet Holmgren goes to the foul line and knocks down a technical free throw. All right, so start of the fourth quarter, 90-86 off the technical free throw, and Cleveland will bring it down. Dennis Schroeder bringing it down. They're out there with Mobley, Mitchell, Schroeder, Tyson, and Ellis, while the Thunder are out there with Holmgren, Dort, Kenrich Williams, Aaron Wiggins, and Nikola Topic. Schroeder, mid-range jumper, can't get it to go. Battle on the glass for the rebound. Holmgren able to pick up the loose ball. And now here comes Lou Dort. Lou Dort on the left wing, putting his head down, attacking, stops, pulls it out. Mid-range jumper over Mitchell. Got it to go for Lou Dort. And Dennis Schroeder has it on the left wing, being guarded by Kenrich Williams. Interesting matchup. Interesting to put Kenrich Williams on him. They get it over to Mitchell. Hesitates from three, driving it down in the lane. Scoop layup. Got it to go for Donovan Mitchell. There you go. Put your head down, get to the rim. That's where you've had most of your success tonight. Here comes Aaron Wiggins bringing it down. Has it up top. Being guarded by Ellis. Coming to his left off the screen. Hands it off to Topic. Topic dancing with it. Shoves it inside to a wide open Holmgren. Beautiful pick and roll off the handoff between Topic and Holmgren. And now here comes Ellis pushing the other way. Stops, turns, spins, kicks it out to Mobley. Mobley's going to line up a three. He's been off all night. But he knocks that one down right there. Back to three it goes, 94-91, under 11, early here in the fourth quarter, obviously. Topic has it up top, hands it off to Wiggins. Wiggins being guarded by Ellis, back to Topic. Topic chased around by Schroeder, coming to his right, out to Wiggins, open space, right wing three, can't get it to go, and Tyson snatches a big, strong rebound in the paint. Here comes Mitchell pushing it down the other way, over to Mobley. Mobley picked up by Topic. Mobley's going to get it to the wing, has him in the post, backing him down, kicks out to Mitchell, swings through to his right, down the lane, puts up the floater, can't get it to go, Holmgren with the rebound. Here comes Kenrich Williams on the right wing, up top to Topic. Nikola Topic dancing around the Holmgren screen, pump fakes, gets it over to Kenrich Williams, lobs it down low to Holmgren. Holmgren gets grabbed and fouled by Keon Ellis, and they say foul on the floor. And then he said, Cavs still haven't found a way to stop OKC, though. I mean, this is the game I expected to see tonight. It was a close game all the way through. Maybe the Cavs should have had a little bit of an advantage, but they did come back down from 23. They have found ways to stop OKC, just not consistently. Holmgren gets it over to Kenrich Williams. Hands it off to Topic. Topic up top, being guarded by Schroeder. They lob it down low. A terrible pass from Topic hit the rim, and it goes out of bounds. Terrible pass from Topic. He tried to lob it over the top of the defender who was fronting Chet Holmgren, but it ends up hitting the rim and going out of bounds. Topic is only, I think, third game of his NBA career, so to be expected, he's a little bit off in his rookie season. Schroeder has it up top, being guarded by Topic. Schroeder crosses over to his left, steps through, down the lane, high floater off glass. Terrible shot from Schroeder. Can't get it to go. Here comes Kenrich Williams pushing the other way. They got numbers. He gets into the paint, kicks it out the door. Ran off the line by Ellis. Stops, step back, mid-range jumper again. Can't get that one to go. Long rebound. Topic comes flying in and snags it. Kicks it out to Aaron Wiggins. He's going to take the lane. Goes up. Scoop layup. Can't get it to go. No foul call and a ton of contact. Hit ahead from Schroeder. Ellis down the lane. Euro steps. Gets into the paint and shovels it out to nobody. Donovan Mitchell was trying to fly down the court towards the corner. And Ellis just behind him, thinking he was going to stop on the wing, and it ends up going out of bounds. Still a 3-point lead for the Thunder here as they get the ball back. 9:30 to go. Ashmeal said, do you think Jason Tatum will come back this season? I tend to lean no. I don't think so. But it's still flown out there, so maybe. Aaron Wiggins, I lean no. Holmgren has it on the right wing, being guarded by Ellis. Interesting matchup. Holmgren dancing with it down the lane, blows past him, scoop layup with the right hand, can't get it to go, but he snags his own offensive rebound in the paint, kicks it up top. Kenrich Williams, a straightaway three of Harden. Got it to go for Kenrich Williams. And now it's a 6-point lead for the Thunder. Slowly building that lead back up. See if the Cavs have an answer. Mobley pump fakes, gets it up top to Mitchell. Mitchell being guarded by Dort. Coming to his left off the Mobley screen, crosses over. Mitchell pump fakes, got nowhere to go, gets it out to Harden. Harden being guarded by Keon Wallace, driving it down. Hesitation move, drives it past him in the paint, throws up the floater, got it to go from Harden. Beautiful move. Under 9 to go. Aaron Wiggins has it up top, being guarded by Harden. They get over to Dort, now over to Kenrich Williams. Kenrich Williams over to Wiggins. Wiggins head down in the paint, leaves it off for Holmgren for the two-handed slam. Terrible zone defense from the Cavs there. Too much standing around with their hands by their sides. If you're going to play a zone, you have to be extremely active with your hands and your feet. Holmgren, Mobley pump fakes out on the perimeter, drives it down and gets fouled by Holmgren. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 here with 8:18 to go. Jay said 18 threes for OKC. Yeah, a very shooting variance type of game for Oklahoma City. They have been phenomenal from the three-point line, which is not normally a thing that they can rely on consistently like that. Mobley knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Hartenstein coming back in. You got Thunder Pistons coming up. And you also have Celtics Nuggets coming up. They just put the the preview up. We'll see what day that game is on. Those games are on, because we'll probably tune in for both of them. Here comes Keon Wallace bringing it down. He has it up top. Get it in the corner to Kenrich Williams. Back up top to Wallace. They swing it over to Wiggins. Wiggins gets it over to Wallace. Wide open left wing three. Got it to go. Some more terrible defense from the Cavs in that zone. Too much standing around, too much with their hands by their side. Not anticipating where the Thunder are going to go with the ball at all. That's not how you play zone. Harden has it up top. Coming to his right off the Mobley screen. Pull up three for Harden, trying to get it right back. And he does just that. Gets the 3 points right back. Anything you can do, I can do better offense. You hit a three, I can hit a three. Keon Wallace bringing it down. Has it on the left wing. Under the rim. Trying to keep the dribble alive. Throws it off of Merrill, so it'll stay here with the Thunder. 7:30 to go now in the fourth. JCB, what's up, JCB? They can't hang with OKC. I mean, it's a 4-point game after a 23-point lead. Kenrich Williams looking to inbound it. And a timeout for the Thunder. Didn't have anybody open. They use a timeout there. It is Leak. What's up, Leak? Where's Allen? I think he's just going to check in here now. Putin? What's up, Putin? Get McCain in? I think they're good on McCain the rest of the night, but we'll see. We'll see. Coach Dagnall definitely surprises you with some of his rotations that time. And then he said Harden is way better than Garland. I respect Harden's name. Harden's a GOAT. I mean, he is 36 years old, and he does have a very consistent history of being a playoff dropper and not coming through when you need him most. But they needed a guy, and they got a guy. You're walking L? What's a walking L? Should I put 1,000 on the Cavs right now? Your money, brother. You do what you got to do. Blessing said Merrill needs to be in. It looks like Merrill's going to come in, so this is what ESPN has up right now as far as who's going to be in, coming in after this timeout. They got Allen, Harden, Tomlin, Merrill, and Ellis. As far as the Thunder go, they got Hartenstein, Joe, Wallace, Kenrich Williams, and Aaron Wiggins. Kelvin Sosa, what's up, Kelvin? Jay said, get Tomlin out. He's a non-factor. I like Tomlin's energy. I don't know if tonight is the night you go to Tomlin, bring us energy. They might be going to him because, we've talked about Mobley possibly being on a minutes restriction. That might be the reason why they're going to him now, because he's on a little bit of a minutes restriction. Ashmia said Tomlin isn't doing anything. They got to put Mobley in. He might be on a minutes restriction. I don't know. How many minutes has he played tonight? Mobley has played 20 minutes. So I would think he's on a minutes restriction. Only 20 minutes for Mobley is not great. Not his usual rotation. JCP said, about to be a 15-point game. We'll see. It's 4 right now. Anthony said, if the Cavs want to win, Mitchell benched is not good. No, that's not a winning strategy, but this is the regular rotation for him. Leaky, what's up, Leaky? Appreciate you for the subscription. Hope you're having a good time tonight, Leaky. Here we go, checking back in. Wiggins gets it in the Hartenstein, back to Wiggins. Wiggins coming to his left, down the lane. Leaves it off for nobody. Hartenstein able to secure the loose ball. Hands it off to Wallace. Wallace with the right corner three comes up short. Long rebound, battle for it. And Wiggins able to win it out over Harden. They get over to Joe. Joe gets it over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein up top. Gets it back to Joe. Joe in the corner. Kicks it out to Hartenstein. Hartenstein's going to look to attack with the shot clock running down. Stop, turn, flips it up with the right hand. Got it to go for Isaiah Hartenstein. Here comes James Harden bringing it down the other way. Harden coming to his left. Off a double screen. Hesitates from the three-point line. Now he's going to dance with it against Williams. Crossing over to his left, down the lane. And an offensive foul on James Harden, saying he hooked Kenrich Williams. They hit James Harden with the Karl Anthony Towns call. So now Keon Wallace has it on the left wing, looking to take advantage. Stops, turns, spins, being guarded by Merrill. Over to Hartenstein, the floater. Got it to go for Hartenstein. Back-to-back buckets for Hartenstein. Knocks it back up to 8. Here comes Harden, bringing it down the other way. Harden, up top, over the top pass to Merrill. Merrill over to Allen, back to Merrill. Merrill driving to his left on Joe, kicks out to Harden. Harden behind the back pass to Merrill, an open straightaway three from Merrill. He's been on fire all night, and he keeps the party going, knocking that three down straight away. Great pass from Harden. Got a knockdown three-point shooter, an open look. He's 6 for 8 from 3 tonight for 20 points, Sam Merrill. Hartenstein tried to throw the backdoor pass, gets knocked out. A bad pass from Hartenstein. Harden able to pick it up. 5-point game, 106-101. Harden up top dancing with it, coming to his right up the screen. Pass fake. He's got nowhere to go. Leaves it off from Merrill. Merrill with the pass fake. Gets it to Harden, cutting back door. Out to Tomlin. Tomlin's going to pump fake. Stop. Turn. He's got nowhere to go. Shot clock winding down. Merrill catches and fires a deep straightaway three. He's feeling it. Can't get it to go, but Tomlin chases down the loose ball rebound. Over to Merrill. Inside to Allen. Allen gets blocked but fouled, and he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Can you put the points up? My bad. My bad, James. Thank you. There you go. So Jarrett Allen at the foul line for 2 free throws here. 5:30 to go in this fourth quarter. Cavs down by 5. Allen misses the first free throw. He's got one more coming. Can't afford missed free throws here when you're trying to make this comeback happen. Donovan Mitchell checking back in. Keon Ellis checking back in. Or has he been in? Either way, they got Keon Ellis, Sam Merrill, Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, Jarrett Allen. Thunder rocking with Hartenstein, Joe, Dort, Wallace, and Wiggins. Jarrett Allen misses both free throws. Not a good look. Here comes Keon Wallace. He has it up top being guarded by Ellis. Coming to his right at the Hartenstein screen. Up top to Wiggins. Wiggins coming to his left. Dancing with it against Mitchell. Coming down to his right. Stops. Kicks it out. Joe. Extra pass. Wallace in open corner 3. Got it to go for Keon Wallace. Back up by 8 they go. 5 minutes to go here. Mitchell up top dancing with it. Driving to his right. Stops. Kicks it over to Merrill. Merrill dancing with it against Wiggins. Coming to his left up the Harden screen over to Harden. Harden being guarded by Wallace. Harden pulls it all the way back out. Coming to his left up the high screen from Jarrett Allen. Hesitation move down the lane. Throws up the floater. Way off. Allen the offensive rebound though. Knocked out of bounds. And they're going to keep it here with the Cavs. Isaiah Joe arguing it should be off of Jarrett Allen. But they're going to keep it here with the Cavs. Jay said misses 2 free throws and they cash a 3. Yeah. Kenny Atkinson uses a timeout here. Ryan Mayo, what's up, Ryan? Let's go OKC, up by 8 here with 4:50 to go. Trying to salvage what was a 23-point lead by pulling off the victory here. Whether they win or lose, it's still an impressive performance without a lot of their guys. But anytime you give up a 23-point lead, you don't walk away happy about. Ashmeo said, is this your last live or are you going to be live for another game? We're going to be live for 2 other games, Ashmeo. We're going to be live. We're going to stay live. We're just going to switch streams. We're going to switch rooms. But we will be covering the game right after this, which is Denver taking on Golden State. And then we'll be live again when the Knicks take on Chicago later tonight. Rob said, I'm not giving my 17 points. Unfortunate, Rob, unfortunate. I'm rooting for you, brother. I'm rooting for you. Keith said they want to compete for a title but can't beat SGA Williams-less Thunder. Yeah. I mean, the Thunder just have a really good organization overall in terms of in terms of the way they run their offense and their defense. They could still compete in games against really good teams. But you definitely didn't want to go down by 23. It is also a shooting variance game for the Thunder here tonight. Like, they don't normally shoot it this well, and that's part of the reason of why you can compete. You know, any team can beat any team on any given night. Like, not too long ago, the Wizards beat the Pistons. You know, it could happen. Shooting variance, going both ways. Cavs started off the game, couldn't make a shot. Thunder made everything. And then all of a sudden you're battling back, and that takes a ton of energy to battle back. And the next thing you know, you're in a dogfight in a game. It happens, unfortunately. Can of Sprite, what's up, Can of Sprite? We're going back to back. If our guys are healthy, very good possibility. Very good possibility. You should definitely be the Thunder should definitely be the favorite for sure. Ashmeo said the Cleveland Cavaliers have been dominating since getting Harden, but he's been a playoff choker. He has indeed been a playoff choker, unfortunately, for Harden and his career. Wise Cheese, what's up, Wise? If God is good, may the Cavs be struck by 1,000 lightning bolts. You should have said thunderbolt, brother. They're playing the Thunder. JCB said OKC is the next dynasty. Learn to love it. That second apron comes for everybody at some point, JCB. That second apron comes for everybody. SG said this is why it's important to watch these teams when the players are out today. Was easy money. It is important to watch these games for sure. I agree with that. I want to see SGA break the chip rings record. He will not be doing that. He will not be getting 12 championships in his career. I can tell you that. Mobley is back in. He gets it into Jarrett Allen. They have their starting lineup out there with Merrill in as the shooter. They get it out to Mitchell. Mitchell inside to Mobley. Mobley, one-on-one against Isaiah Joe in the lane. Flips up the righty hook. Can't get it to go. Jarrett Allen, the offensive rebound. In the paint. Gets stripped by Lou Dort, though. Come on, Jarrett Allen, man. You got to hold on to that ball. They get it over to Lou Dort. There's a three. Can't get that one to go. Ooh, the roof would have popped off here in OKC. At Paycom Center? What a terrible arena name. They get it out to Harden. Now over to Mitchell. Mitchell up top. A little over 4 minutes to go. Mitchell coming to his right. Off the Merrill screen. Driving it down. Putting his head down. Attacking. Drawing the foul. He's going to go to... Nope. They say foul on the floor. Not in the act of shooting. So foul on the floor. Side out of bounds for the Cavs here. Motto, what's up, Mata? I burn, what's up, burn? Seb said, Starry, can't stay for the live. I'm really tired. I need some sleep. I'll watch it back tomorrow, though. Appreciate you, Seb. Appreciate you. Enjoy your sleep. Harden gets it over to Allen, and Allen knocks down the little floater there. Okay. There's a score. Now you got to get a stop. Keon Ellis has it on the right wing. Up top to Wiggins. Catches. Pump fakes. Dancing with it against Harden. Coming to his left. Pulls it back out as Merrill switched onto him. Cross-court pass. Mitchell went for the steal, but able to stay solid and contest the Holmgren pump fake. And they swing it around. A pump fake for Lou Dort. Launches another three. Can't get that one to go again. But the long rebound out to Wallace. Over to Joe. Relocation three. And he gets that one to go down. 3:30 to go. 9-point lead for the Thunder. After all of that, Thunder back up by 9. Harden dancing around the Allen screen. They get it out to Mobley. A right wing three from Mobley. Mobley can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Jarrett Allen has it. Gets fouled. He's going to the foul line for 2, where he previously missed 2 free throws. 3:17 to go. So Jarrett Allen, 2 big pressure-filled free throws here. 3:17 to go. Not a lot of time left, and he throws up an air ball at the foul line. The lights are indeed too bright for Jarrett Allen here tonight. My goodness, Jarrett Allen. Got one more coming. Daniel Brooks, what's up, Daniel? At least get this one. He does shoot a perfect second free throw, at least. It's an 8-point game, 104 to 112. A little over 3 minutes to go here. Keon Wallace has it on the right wing. Coming down off the Holmgren screen. Pulls it back out, being guarded by Allen. Gets it over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein up top. Tries to hand it off to Joe. Falls on the floor. Able to find a way to save it over to Hartenstein. Save the turnover. And then Hartenstein hits Keon Wallace, come back door, reverse layup. Got it to go. Put some Alex English on that one with the reverse layup. Had to go to the other side to fend off Mobley coming over for the shot block, and it's a 10-point lead. Mobley spins and knocks down a hook shot. Cavs are scoring, but they can't get stops now. Really struggling to stop the Thunder from scoring here. Hartenstein up top. Hartenstein being guarded by Allen. Hands it off to Holmgren. Holmgren driving it down. Stops, turns, fall away, foul line jumper. Too strong, can't get it to go. They're really struggling the rebound here as well, the Cavs are. They swing it around to Joe. They run him off the three-point line. Joe maneuvers his way in the paint. Kicks out to Keon Wallace for an open three. Trying to fight for the loose ball rebound. Hartenstein ends up with it. Battle for the loose ball. Out of bounds. And it's going to stay here with the Thunder. And the Cavs really struggling to rebound the ball right now. Talk to Wall said, call the FBI. Jarrett Allen is selling. I mean, he told us years ago. The lights are just too bright for him, man. He is not a primetime player. He said it himself, which is the last thing you should ever say about yourself. It is an 8-point game with 2 minutes to go. More than enough time, obviously, right? Keon Wallace has it up top, but you got to get stops and scores. Holmgren, driving to his right. In the paint, stop, pump fake, kicks it out. Keon Wallace, extra pass to Joe. Joe, a three over Mobley, well contested. Can't get it to go. Mitchell, the rebound. Home run pass on the leak out from Mobley. Pump fakes, fly by from Holmgren, and he throws it down with two hands. And it's a 6-point game. Under 2 to go now, though. Time not on the Cavs side. Keon Wallace has it up top, being guarded by Mitchell. They get it over to Holmgren. Holmgren on the right wing. Coming to his left, hands it off to Wallace. Wallace catches, pump fakes, driving it down, stops, kicks it out to Dort. Dort driving it down past Harden, over to Hartenstein. He throws up the floater, got it to go for Hartenstein. Here comes Harden. 1:30 to go. Harden putting his head down, attacking in the paint. Scoop play with the left hand, got it to go. They just kind of give it to him. 1:30 to go, time not on their side. They don't want to send him to the foul line, so they just gave him the layup, backed off there. Hartenstein bringing it down, almost lost the ball, but they swing it over to Holmgren. Holmgren leaves it off for Hartenstein. Big two-handed hammer for Hartenstein, hanging on the rim too, no technical. And now here comes Mitchell. That Benedict Arnold, I hate that guy. Harden up top, coming to his right after Allen screen, pull up three for Harden, and he silences the crowd just for a second there, knocking down that three. 5-point game with 1:34 to go. No, their time stopped, so my time's good. My time's still ticking. They get over to Holmgren. Holmgren driving to his right, down the lane, in the paint. Wild layup, can't get it to go. Battle on the glass. Mitchell ends up with it. 5-point game. Mitchell, cross-court pass to Merrill. Merrill, inside pass to Jarrett Allen. Gets it over to Merrill, swings it out. Mobley, wide open three. They need it, Mobley. They need it, Mobley, and he can't deliver. 40 seconds to go. They get it over to Dort. Now over to Wallace. Wallace bringing it down. 5-point game. That three would have went a long way. Obviously, could have cut it to 2. And now you're stuck. And a timeout for the Thunder with 30 seconds to go. Aries, he said, I wish Isaiah was still in it. You and me both, brother. You and me both. Unfortunately, he is not. Booth, what's up, Booth? They need to give Mitchell the ball. Mitchell with 20, Merrill with 20, Harden with 20, Allen with 15, Allen with 11, and Mobley with 15. And it's just not going to be enough. 30 seconds to go, 5-point lead for the Thunder. So looking like Oklahoma will be able to hang on with this one. JCB said Harden's just empty stats. I mean, it's been something people have been saying majority of his career, especially post-prime Harden. 24-9 for Harden today, though. I think Harden played fine. I think Harden played well. I think he didn't really help him too much defensively today, and they needed some help defensively. And that's always going to be the hard burden with James Harden. He's just not much of a mover when it comes to defense. Does not move well defensively. Gossip Medicine, what's up, Gossip? Cavs better is going to get a cooler and then tilt it all in the next game and go broke. Vegas wins. Vegas always wins, which is why you don't compete with Vegas. Sons and said, enjoyed the game, though. It was a good game. Happy they actually came back and made it close. Anthony said, OKC winning's just sad? I don't know what's sad about it, brother. Gossip said, It's League says he got 20K on it, but yet he on YouTube listening to it. He's lying. Lindo Prosper. What's up, Prosper? Cavs trash. Can't beat OKC. It's over. They foul Holmgren. They got to play the foul game now. Well, this one is looking like it's going to be over. Unless some crazy shot making happens. Harden's 5th foul. And they said, I meant it's sad when a team doesn't even have their star player and the Cavs still can't compete. I mean, they competed. What do you mean? They competed. It was a close game down the stretch. Any team could beat any team. Shooting variance is crazy. They were in fuego from three-point range majority of the game. They call a foul before the ball is inbounded, so that's a free throw. And are they going to? Tenny Atkinson is going to use his challenge here. Dennis Schroeder. They called the foul on Dennis Schroeder before the ball is inbounded. If you foul before the ball is inbounded, that's one free throw, and you get possession back of the ball. Dennis Schroeder was immediately saying that Isaiah Joe was the one holding on to his arm. And so Kenny Atkinson, with 28 seconds to go, decided, like, this, you got to use the challenge now, right? At some point, you got to use the challenge. He uses the challenge now. They showed one replay before they went to the commercial break. It didn't look good for Dennis Schroeder, but we'll see what the refs rule. And he said, I agree, OKC definitely did their thing. I bet on OKC, but I'm just saying Cavs fans are not happy. Nah, and you shouldn't be happy, right? You shouldn't be happy. But it is, like, it depends on how you lose a basketball game, right? Like, OKC just couldn't miss a three. Like, the Cavs could have played better defense. They definitely lost this game. The Thunder won the game, all the things. But it depends how you lose the game. OKC could not miss to start. They hit 8 or 9. I forget which it was, what number it was. But they hit 8 or 9 three-pointers in the first quarter. In the first quarter. This is a team that averages like 12 made threes. And they almost got that in the first quarter. So, you know, you had the battle back. You got off to a slow start. You couldn't keep up. And then you had the battle back from 23 down. That takes a ton of effort. It sucks. It sucks to lose that game for sure. But I don't know. If I was a Cavs fan, I wouldn't be too discouraged about this loss. Anthony said, I blame Jarrett Allen. I think when you, I don't know. I was going to say, I think everybody gets a piece of the blame. Obviously, everybody gets a piece of the blame because the whole team lost. But, yeah. Yeah. Ninja Warrior said, Cavs have not played defense all year and lack size. No way they contend with the Knicks or Pistons. The issue with Cleveland remains the issue that they had 2 to 3 years ago. It's not a lack of ball handling. It's not a lack of shooting. It's the fact that Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen don't play big or strong enough in the paint, man. And my guy, the Fleas, with a very generous super chat, he said, GG's, hit those likes, folks. Appreciate you, the Fleas. The captain of the like brigade, my guy, the Fleas, always reminding people to hit the thumbs up button and like the stream. I appreciate you, Fleas. Appreciate you, man. They win the challenge, and the ball's going to go to the Cavs here. Successful challenge. So Cleveland's biggest issue is the fact that Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen do not play big enough in the paint. For 2 7-footers down in the paint, they don't play big or strong enough. You know, this is not a great rebounding Thunder team. And they got killed in the fourth quarter here. They got killed on the glass. They could not grab a rebound multiple possessions in a row. Allowed them multiple opportunities to shoot relocation threes. And finally, they hit a couple of them. They get it into Mitchell in the corner. Stops, turns, spins, fall away three. In and out, can't get it to go. Hardenstein with the rebound. And then he throws it out away. No, he gets fouled. Hardenstein 2 free throws, and that will pretty much end it. 21 seconds to go here. Jay said, why didn't Mitchell shoot another three? He's been 0 for 6, man, blew it. You could say he should have attacked and cut it to 4 or something, but you're going to have to play the foul game here. Time is not on your side. I get it. You're on the road against the Thunder. How much are you willing to extend this game here? Manuel Villegas, appreciate you, Manuel. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Thank you for the subscription. Hardenstein knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Tay said, Mitchell's good for 20 a night, in my opinion, of course. More, but depends on the night. Hardenstein misses the second one. Holmgren skies for the rebound and then gets fouled. And literally, Mobley didn't even put his hands up to try and fight and rebound for that ball. Holmgren just skied over him and snatched it away. And to me, that is Evan Mobley's career in a nutshell. That is Evan Mobley's career in a nutshell. Holmgren misses a free throw. Got one more coming. Gossip said Cavs will come back in the fifth quarter. Chet Holmgren missed the first one and does knock down the second one. Gets a friendly bounce. 7-point game. Cavs do have 2 timeouts. Harden is walking the ball down the court. Brother, you got to go. They get it over to Merrill. Merrill can't get the 3 to go. Harnstein with Chet Holmgren with the rebound gets fouled. And that will pretty much do it right there. That one will be the dagger. So what we're going to do, how this works is we're going to end this stream and start the next stream right away. And what will happen is the option will come up if you want to stay and hang around and watch the Nuggets versus Warriors game. We will stay live. Katie Arlia, appreciate you, Katie. She said I subbed. Appreciate you, Katie. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Yeah, so when I will end this stream, I will immediately then start the next stream. The option will come up when the stream ends. If you would like to join us for the next game, it will be a new room, a brand new stream, so we can keep the 2 things separate. And then we'll change everything up. We'll have the right scoreboard up, the right score bug up, and then we'll get it going. So the game's pretty much over, but we'll wait to the final score. Mitchell misses another 3. He is over from 3-point range today. Holmgren ends it with a rebound, and the final score is 121-113. So it is 3:37. We should be tipping off Nuggets versus Warriors in a couple of minutes. So let's go ahead. Let's end this stream. We'll start the next one. We'll get it going. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. If you guys are not going to join us, remember, we stream 6 days a week, sometimes 7. Like this week, we're streaming 7 games a week. We stream as many games as possible. Like today, we are going to try and go for the triple header, streaming this game. That's one down. Now we have Denver taking on Golden State. Hopefully that's just as good of a game. And then we will end the night with the Knicks taking on Chicago. And that will wrap up our Sunday. It is a snowstorm, a blizzard out here in the Northeast, so we're trapped inside anyway. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. We are going to stay live. Stick around if you want. Appreciate you guys. Thank you to all the new people in the chat today. Appreciate you guys. Here we go.